All right, what's going on? I'm thinking I need to go back to my Logitech camera because I've been using this cheap one because I was going to use the Logitech for Switch 2 game chat. We did that a few times the first couple days and once since then. So this camera was like, I forget how cheap it was. I want to say like $16. What's up, Jay? And it's definitely a lot more washed out looking when I went full screen. And then my shirt looks all crappy because I had to dim the lights. So anyway, what's up? Waiting for the guys. For whatever reason, we started this bad habit of everybody not even joining until after 7 and then start the podcast at like 7:10, 7:15. I figure we just go live, get some people in here. I'm playing DK. Salute. What's up, Falcon? Matthew, Lenny. Yeah, we can do some juice opinions. I'm gonna talk right now about something. So I've been rereading the Harry Potter books. I just started the Deathly Hallows last night, and then rewatching the movies. But I have not watched Half Blood Prince because I watched Prisoner Azkaban like 2 days after I finished the book, and all I did was notice everything that was missing from the damn movie, and I didn't really enjoy it. So then I waited a couple weeks before watching Order of the Phoenix, and it's hard to forget all the great stuff that's in the books when you watch the movie. And I had read the books before, like 12, 13 years ago, but all my memories, all the extra stuff has been pretty much forgotten since the repeated viewings of the film. So um, it's crazy because the shows they just started filming the series for HBO. There's only gonna be 6 episodes in seasons 1 and 2. So if there's like a 3 year gap between seasons 1 and 2 and it's only 6 episodes, I'm gonna be pissed. Plus the actors are gonna get old. They got to do it quicker. So I don't know if you guys are Harry Potter fans, but Harry Potter to me it's been elevated this time. Rereading the books, rewatching the movies again. I think it's my favorite IP or my favorite fantasy sci-fi, you know, world, I guess at this point. But the thing that's crazy is like I felt last night I'm a couple chapters in the Deathly Hollows, and his damn owl Hedwig's death like hit me. Like in the movies, they hardly ever show his relationship with his owl. I remember watching the movie the Deathly Hallows Part One, and I almost chuckled when Hedwig died. I felt nothing. But now with the books, man, Hedwig was like with him from the beginning. Like him and Hagrid were like the first. Or I think Hagrid might be a female. I can't remember. I think it is a her. But Hagrid and Hedwig are like Harry's first two things that he knew in the magical world, and basically the first two positive things in his life. And it's just sad, and it sucks that the movies had to cut some of this extra stuff out, which I don't know if they had to, but they did. And I'm hoping with the show that they can put that stuff back in. Yeah, there's no way they can take 2, 3 years. The kids will get so old, it won't. It just won't even work. I mean, Game of Thrones isn't that long ago where they do 10 episodes every year, a year apart till season 7 and 8. For 6 seasons, they did this massive scale, big budget, big sets, uh, real locations, traveling the globe. They did a new season every year, and if they can't do that again, if like they're gonna do the Harry Potter show and not have a permanent set like for Hogwarts for all these locations that they can just use, like be curious to see, are they going to use the volume for most of it, or are they going to actually have like real sets that are going to be here? Because for the movies, they basically just created a Harry Potter production facility and had all the sets and everything they just used for all the movies, so it helped with that. So with the show, they better not be trying to like do like take a couple years in between, and just they got to get the train rolling if they're going to do it right, in my opinion. Robert, I don't think I can hear you.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, there you go. Your mouth
So
moved. I was like, all right, I don't know if he
nope.
said something. How do you feel? I know you're a Potter fan. You know, for the movies, like
Absolutely.
they got them out pretty quick. I mean, they didn't wasn't every year, but they built
Some
up.
wasn't some of them a couple every year? There's like a few of them, maybe
Maybe I would say I don't say
one
12
or
months.
two.
Maybe there was some year and a half. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But like
Yeah.
they have to be committed. They can't just do, oh, we got to see how season one does, and then maybe we'll start writing season two after it's a success. This shit has to be. They have to be filming season two while they're doing
Yeah.
post production on season one. Otherwise, these actors are gonna get too old. Uh,
Well, I mean, if that's what they want, if they want to kind of repeat like the original, I mean, to be fair, that's they grew up. They literally started with at like 11 to
Yeah, they
22
were a
or
little older.
23.
Obviously, they aged more than in real life than they did in what they were supposed to, because some of the characters
Yeah.
shot up quite a bit. But you can't avoid that. You never know who's going to hit their puberty when and have growth
No, but
spurts and
that's I mean,
stuff.
I
But you
that's
can't
not
be taking two
I
years,
like
three
that.
years in between seasons. It's just going to be ridiculous by the time they get to the
Yeah,
final.
I mean, especially that. I mean, that would be. I mean, we're talking, potentially what they do. I mean, we're talking about 14 to 16 years potentially, like,
It's
you
just,
know.
and it's like, if you're gonna do it, you can't do what they do now. Is they wait for the first season, they wait for the couple episodes, and they see how they do, and then like, oh, okay, we're greenlighting the second season, start writing it. Like that can't be how this works. Like if you're not
I
committed,
I think they will though. To be completely honest with you, just because
I mean, you're talking
it's
six
just
episodes. If you can't film and post production 6 episodes of a TV show, and while you're doing that, write the next
this is
season.
HBO, right? It's gonna be HBO
Yeah,
Max.
I mean it's Warner
Because I
Brothers,
think,
but it's
I mean,
HBO.
haven't they been doing that all the time though? It's like a few years after they do a
Well,
season,
Game
and
of Thrones came out yearly, and that was a huge production. Way more
that is
like
true.
at
Really, I mean, to be
way
fair.
bigger. Well, I guess Harry Potter's gonna have a pretty big cast, but Game of Thrones was equally as big, and it's like, and they were traveling the world. This wasn't like one location. They
Yep.
set up a bunch of sets. They were traveling the damn globe, going to all these places. So
Yeah, I mean,
anyway,
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
my
To
hope
be fair,
is that they can.
They ain't putting
once a
no
year would
Game
be
of
nice.
Thrones money into that Tinky Winky yet.
They're gonna be. It's gonna be more expensive at this point. But
Yeah.
it's like, okay, 6 episodes. First two books, those fit pretty well into a 2 hour, 2.5 hour movie. Like there wasn't much left out of the first two books in the first two movies, really at all. And even the third one, there's a few minor things in the beginning that they cut out, but um, so I mean, don't add shit that wasn't in the books. Don't put stuff in that's like in the third book that, oh, we can show this. We got time. We got extra time for this season. Let's, like, they're talking about Voldemort being in the first season already. I'm like, come on. Like you could show like some flashbacks, but don't have full on Voldemort in the first damn season. To me that's stupid. They did that with the last Airbender live action. They brought stuff from season 2 into season 1. Like you don't even have enough time to do season 1 properly. You're bringing season 2
I mean,
stuff.
like full body Voldemort, like just like in the flesh.
They just said that the actor has been cast. They're gonna keep it secret, and that he will be in season 1 at some on some level. So I don't
Gotcha. I
want to
mean,
see
but
his face.
at some level, it's different from
Maybe
like,
just see like a body shot. See the green
yeah.
flash.
I mean,
That's
that's
all. That's all you ever hear in the
yeah. I mean, that's
books.
different from like, hey, I mean, unless it's like flashback sort of stuff.
I want to see flash. I mean, there's no flashbacks in the first book, so don't put it in the first season. If it's not in the books, don't put it in the show. That's my thought. But put more stuff in the show that was in the books that they cut out for the movies. Anyway, it's going to be very redundant, even if they do it really well. And the
Terrell's
casting,
gonna be upset that he
it's
missed this part.
it's still going to be just redundant if you've seen the movies. Like it hasn't been long enough.
Of course,
They
for
still
sure.
hold up. It's just going to be redundant. So, but if you're going to do
Yeah,
it,
I've been going to the theaters every week to watch them in theaters. I'm about to watch Goblet of Fire tomorrow, and
Goblet of Fire to
it's
me is
awesome.
where they really had to cut a lot of stuff out, and then also, to me, it's like visually that in Order of the Phoenix just was a downgrade over Prisoner of Azkaban. Like the cinematography, the quality of the cameras. I don't know if they switched to digital or something, but they don't look great. And I was pretty excited to get the 4K set, and I got to say, after the third movie, the image quality is very disappointing, like Blu-ray-esque, maybe even worse in some situations. So, but I still love the movies. Fourth was always my favorite. Goblet of Fire was always my favorite. I don't know if it still is, but I think Prisoner of Azkaban might be at this point.
They're so good, man. Every single one, they're like, at the minimum, is great.
Yeah. Two. I mean, the first one, I guess that's probably,
It's
in my
still
opinion,
great, man. It's still great. And then, but to be fair, like
The
literally
stakes are
right
pretty
after
small in that
Chamber of
one.
Secrets it starts to,
Yeah.
there's a pretty big jump in quality.
Christopher Columbus had a definite different style with his. He directed the first two. They're more whimsical.
Columbus.
Is it Chris? Did I say Christopher?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure his name could be Christopher. He just goes by Chris.
It might be, but I'm sure he changed it to Chris to not be confused with that
But
guy.
I never was too.
He
Like,
did, yeah, but he did really like I said, there's a
He's-
jump in by Chamber of Secrets, like in terms
He
of
played it very
just-
safe. All his movies, in my opinion, that I've seen. I haven't seen. I don't know what he's made since those, but he didn't. He's just one of those. Definitely, I feel like, my opinion, like he's the studio guy. Yes, yep. All right, we'll get this movie done. We'll get it done under budget. We'll get it done in time, and not a lot of pizzazz.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
Nothing wrong with that.
but
You
by
need
the
those
third
guys.
movie, it's like, wow, this is. You could tell immediately there's a different creative person involved. Like, it was like almost to the.
Yeah.
A couple times I thought there was a, maybe to its detriment, slightly in some couple, just two small situations, but definitely unique. It stands apart from the rest of the movies, but anyway, I was just gonna kill time with that till you guys jumped on, and yeah, I will say Hedwig's death in the books like almost made me tear up. In the movies, I didn't even care first time
Yo, bitch.
like they never show that relationship with him and Zao in the movies. That's one of the things they don't spend any time with. So it's like you can't really feel that bad, other than that an animal just died. Like, you don't really feel that connection that they had. But anyway, Disney's going to recast the MCU.
Sad news. I just popped on before I got on. Theo from the Cosby Show died.
Really?
Apparently, yeah, he drowned or something in Costa Rica on a vacation. So Malcolm Jamal Warner, rest in peace, my man.
Last time I saw him, he still looked like, he didn't look as old as the rest of the cast, but that's been.
Oh no, he was 54. I mean, he was probably one of the youngest ones. But it was from weird out of nowhere. I was just watching fucking Cosby Show clips, mainly about him. Theo does this and Theo does that in the last 6 or 7 days, and all of a sudden, bam! That freaked me out. I was like, "What?"
Just
so I will no longer be watching clips. Yeah, it was just a freak accident. He got caught in the undertow of a current and just gone. I mean, he can swim.
Scary shit.
He knows how to swim.
Scary shit.
I was telling you guys last year that almost every summer, at least a dozen people die in Lake Michigan, and sometimes they don't even find their bodies. Like, the undertow is so strong. And I remember as a kid, we'd go out there, 5 foot, 6 foot waves, and the pole, when the wave comes, it pulls in so strong. I don't know how the ocean is, but I'm assuming it's similar. And there was a time where I was like chest deep, maybe my belly.
Well, the ocean is like way deep. I mean, it's the ocean.
I know, but I'm saying when you're at the shore, if you're at the shore.
No, but it drops off real fast a lot of times. That's the thing.
Yeah, Lake Michigan Lake Michigan don't have like a cliff. It gets pretty deep, but it's not like it's a gradual. But anyway, I was up to my belly, and the wave came, and the wave was 5 feet tall, and I was gonna ride it, but all of a sudden I was like, I can't touch, and I started getting pulled, and I was like, oh shit, and then my foot come down on the sand, and I struggled to get back to shore, and I was like, I'm not doing that again. And I mean, so I was so light back in high school. I was probably like 128 pounds when that happened, and I'm surprised it didn't carry me away. But they say not to. The more you fight, you just tire yourself out, and that if you just relax, it'll take you out, but you won't be you won't be exhausted from panicking and trying to get back in, and then you can swim back in. But I would hate to never try to put myself in that situation. So, but it happens every year, and it's scary to think about.
Me and my wife we were doubly freaked out because our recent a vacation in Costa Rica, the kids were out snorkeling and whatnot, and that kind of was happening then. It just freaks me out to think that I don't even want to think about it.
What about that dude? His 4-year-old went overboard on a Disney cruise. He was 4 stories up, and he dove in and
dove in,
waded with, or swam
and
tread water until they got the boats out. I'm like, they're lucky that the fall didn't kill her.
That little girl, they're not gonna tell the truth probably ever, but he was holding that little girl over the thing and dropped her or something. There's no way, because you can't get her. Yeah, a girl her size. There's no way she's getting over that rail. So he was holding her over or something.
They're usually pretty big. Yeah, they're usually pretty big.
I mean, that could be true. But at the same time, even if that is true...
I'm saying he dove in because he better had dove in because it was probably his fault.
He probably would have... I mean, he would have dove in whether it was his fault or not. I guarantee it.
Right. Well, I'm just saying.
It's a miracle that she survived the fall and that they didn't get sucked in. I don't know how the propulsion system works on those. And
I think they were just kind of sitting at that point. So I don't think the engines was running, but no, they had to be because they kept saying how quickly they were right, and they were gone.
He might have been, like dads love to fucking tease and scare their kids. He might have swung her like he was going to throw her over, and she slipped. I got no proof,
but the only proof I have is that railing is too high for a kid to go over. It's too high for me to go over.
I didn't see any footage of the actual ship to see if there was anyone was there like showing what it looked like. But yeah, I could see.
Well, regulation mean it has to be at like 4.5 feet, something like that. So there's no way that she got over that on her own.
Yeah, he might have been like going to scare her, and she freaked out, and then he slipped out of her hands. I mean, that's a good theory. I'm not gonna say it's. I mean, I say
I
good chance.
I thought that right away because I'm like, there's no way that she could just.
Also,
fall
kids
over
are kids climb shit all the time. That you see clips of kids doing shit and people like catching their kid falling after they climbed up something, I mean, it's not out of the realm either, but either way, sucks to hear about Theo though. Like, I haven't seen him in forever, but just
he's in a lot of shit. He's a character actor. He's in tons of shows all the time. Like, he was a working actor. It's fucking sad. He was with his family, bro. Like, that's how it is. You could be out having the time of your life, and then
it's like the dude that played Chekhov in Star Trek. He just went to put his car in park, and it was a faulty one of those digital.
Yeah, that shit was the craziest
transmissions where you don't actually have a mechanical thing, and you just like turn a knob, and it was in neutral, and it rolled, and somehow crushed him somehow.
So you remember him more as Chekhov. I remember him as Kyle Reese in Terminator.
I haven't seen that in forever, so.
And Charlie something. He played this little.
Yeah,
it's called Charlie something. That was the name of the movie. I couldn't remember.
But anyway, what's up, Laker Link? 12 feet. I'm not the biggest Mario movie fan, but 12 feet tall hates everything. So, like, literally, I don't think he's ever said anything positive about anything on here. He said it was a boring waste of time. I wouldn't say it was a boring waste of time.
Wow.
I was disappointed in the direction they took. But I haven't seen Muhammad.
Didn't go that hard in the paint. It's pretty hard in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, I believe he hates Breath of the Wild, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, never mind.
Tears of the Kingdom, obviously. Just about everything, like legit, not just saying that.
Yeah.
How does he feel about maybe just the opposite, contrarian? How does he feel about Balan Wonderworld? Is it better than Mario Odyssey?
He's not retro.
He probably thinks Ratchet and Clank is a better platformer than Mario Odyssey. The remake.
Better movie than the movie's better too. Than,
misunderstood
Mario,
his comment. The best
Brothers.
movie I watch. Oh, best movie I watch. I gotcha. Nice.
The last movie I watched.
Oh,
no,
wait.
the last
I didn't read it. I was going by what you said.
Oh,
so
the last. Why can't I read? The last movie I watched was Super Mario Brothers. I rarely watch movies. I find them boring and wasted. So, what do you think of the Mario movie? You didn't say.
Watch movies
yeah. You didn't give your opinion there.
He just said he finds them boring.
I rarely watch movies I find then boring waste of time.
Super Mario's was one of my all-time movies. Man, I that's what I can't understand. I can understand you think it's good, but anywhere near like the greatest of anything of all time, that's where I'm like.
To be fair, which movie he's talking about? The Super Mario Brothers
Yeah,
movie.
it
He might
could be the
talking about
original. How he said
The
he loved the
original
Mario movie.
1973.
12 feet, I gotta take it back. He said he loved it. So
Oh, he loved it. Okay. I
Okay.
take
John
it back.
Leguizamo and oh my God, what's his name? Bob Hoskins. Yoo-hoo!
so I picked up a video game adaptation, the Fallout, which you never know if anything's gonna get a physical release these days, especially a stream show. So I saw Fallout for $30.
Yeah.
They had the steelbook, but it was already
Wow, 30?
The regular was 30. The steelbook was going for 70 something because it was already sold out.
Oh my God!
And I was like, "Fuck, I don't need steelbook that bad," and I'm not paying a scalper for it, so I don't know what it was, what the regular price. Usually they're $10 more.
Buy the regular thing, and then you'll see the steelbook by itself.
Yeah.
Just buy the steelbook empty, separately.
And
for like
just
$20,
randomly, I
$30.
saw a making of Fallout on YouTube the other day, and I just put it on while I was cooking. And it's like a lot of that shit was practical, man. Yeah, they used the volume for some of it. They used CG, obviously, but the suit was you could tell. I mean, if you watch the show, you can.
You could just tell. Just watch the show. You know that shit's
But
real.
they did a lot of practical stuff, and it's always cool to see that. I used to watch.
We got to a point where that's cheaper, because it was more expensive at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cheaper just to do practical for a lot of your effects and stuff, and people should do that more.
Visor Grunt's got a take. He thinks Morbius is not that bad.
I agree.
No way.
I didn't know. I don't think it's not. They act like it's terrible. It's a perfectly fine 90s superhero movie. Like, it's fine if it came out in 1995, but it's 2024 when it came out. 23.
Jared Leto's got a weird track record.
I actually didn't watch Craven, so I have no clue.
Craven, on the other hand, my God.
Well, honestly, both. Same with Madam Web. Madam Web is really
unwatchable.
really bad.
Well, if you don't have Spider-Man, that really falls apart. A lot of these movies.
No, it doesn't even matter, man.
But that's probably not the reason.
The movie is just awful.
No.
Like it has one of the worst writing scenes about. It boggles my mind. There's this one part where they have to be out of sight of cameras, and then someone is pregnant, and they all go to
the logic in this movie makes no sense.
All the people that are not driving all go to the hospital where there's cameras, and it was just the dumbest, weirdest thing I've ever heard. It was the strangest thing.
That's the same thing, and I swear in every Sony movie, some to more extent, but obviously the worst ones, it's just like it's logically, people are doing things that make logically no sense, and it's constantly happening.
And it's
like, why did he do that when he could have just
like, look, people do dumb mistakes, but it was a whole group.
I'm not just talking about dumb. Yeah, I'm not just talking about dumb mistakes. I'm just talking about obviously you should have just did this.
My problem is when
obviously all they had to do is not do anything. the people that literally
movie.
Yeah. People that were going to the hospital weren't driving, so they didn't even have to go. It was the dumbest thing in the world. I was like, when I saw it, I literally was in the theater. I was like, "You kidding me?"
You know what it's like? This is what it feels like to me. It feels like they're shooting the movie without a script. They have some ideas and whatnot, and that's why none of this stuff connects.
Well, the actors are probably making it up.
Actually, yeah, they're probably making it up.
Actor and directors probably making the lines up like they did in Quantum of Solace.
It doesn't make sense.
It was the most bizarre thing, man.
Or they just said we got to keep the IP. I don't care. Give somebody $1,000 to write a script. We'll make the movie. Like it's got to be something like that. There's no way they paid somebody $100,000, $1 million for a script to make. Or
it's 20 people writing the scripts. That happens a lot too, where you're just passing this fucking script around.
12 Feet Tall, definitely do watch Superman. It's great. Yeah, it's a great movie. Really great.
It's hard to recommend. Like, I love
Superman?
it. No, I love it as a comic book fan. I'm worried about people who've only seen Superman in the movie theaters. That's where my worry comes from.
I mean, I only saw
I
it in
heard
the
someone
movie
say
theaters,
that
and I
super
enjoyed the
comic
movie a lot.
booky.
Somebody said that
It's super comic
it's
booky.
very reminiscent of the animated series from the 90s that they loved, and
Yeah,
I used to
that's
watch
true.
that.
That's true.
Well, as someone who doesn't read comic books, I still enjoyed it as a really fun and entertaining ass movie.
Well, I'm just
man.
saying.
With also some really good, like,
that can be the case. That is the case. That can also be the case. You might still like. I'm not saying you have to be like a comic book fan of it. I'm just saying that might help for some people. That knowing that going into it. I think it's great. It's hilarious. I always wanted them to do the next Superman movie. Just fucking have Brainiac as the villain, please. No more of this Lex Luthor. Specifically Lex Luthor real estate bullshit. Like, stop that. Get rid of that. That happened all the way up to Superman Returns. I'm like, all right, enough. We need to just go crazy cosmic on it, and that's what this movie does.
I can't believe they did the real estate
Superman
gag again in Superman Returns.
And Returns. Yeah, I was like, really? That's what we're doing?
Terrell, welcome to the movie podcast. I will say,
this Lex Luthor was awesome though. This Lex Luthor was
I have
awesome.
a retro.
Oh, he's great.
I have
He's
a
great.
take that you're gonna say,
hold on,
you're
spoilers.
You're gonna put me. Why does it look so washed out?
Yeah, actually, I don't know why it looks washed out.
Is it HDR? You gotta turn off HDR.
Dude.
Yeah, I gotta turn off HDR. That's on me.
What number world are you on? What number layer are you on?
Oh, I believe it's. Oh wow, I just saw it too.
Show me because I don't want to see what's the number.
So 502. 502. 502. 502.
I'm only on 3.
Okay, all right, I'm on. I passed it.
So here's the hottest movie take. T. I mean, our friendship could be in jeopardy. I'm not lying.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I think Superman the movie is trash. I cannot stand the second half of that movie with Lex Luthor's stupid ass figured out kryptonite within 5 fucking minutes of Superman's reveal, and that whole plot with the missiles. I hate that with a passion. I like the first half. The second half, I don't ever want to watch it again. That's my feelings on Superman. I like Lois Lane. I like Christopher Reeve. Gene Hackman's Lex it's something. I mean, it's funny and but I can't. I think this. As soon as Lex Luthor figures out kryptonite, within 5 minutes, I'm like, I checked out.
He's Lex Luthor again. Like Lex Luthor from the comics, that's nothing. That's what he does.
Such a
Actually,
dumb
this
plot.
Lex Luthor and Superman is the Lex Luthor. He's fucking super stupid smart.
Reversing the Earth. I can't do any of that.
I will give you that the Lex Luthor movie, Lex Luthor that we got with Gene Hackman, didn't seem like he could do that kind of stuff.
I'm talking about the old movie, 12 Feet, the original Superman.
Yeah.
12 Feet. I think he thought it meant the new one.
Oh no.
I really like the first half though, so I should have set that up first.
I mean, it's also silly, you know. He reverses the Earth. Like, if he did that, he would have killed everybody on the planet. Like
I know.
We did.
I just can't.
But we just. Oh my god.
I just can't.
That's crazy.
And of course,
we have a special guest.
Of course, four is literal trash.
Well, yeah. I mean, four should have never happened.
I can't watch it. I've only seen it like one time as
Nuclear Man.
But anyway, let's get to gaming. And
you've expanded your dong, I say. You've expanded your dong entirely. Well played, sir. It seems like you want to call.
Did you have that already, or did you buy that recently?
I've had it. There's been. Remember, there's been on back of the bag for years now. I've had this same one for ages.
I don't remember. If I haven't seen it in the past couple weeks,
the Donkey Kong Country Returns one in this year.
I don't remember that far back, man.
Oh man, this one. Remember, I looked back in the past. You thought it was like gonna be a.
Yeah, I remember that. I just don't remember DK.
You don't remember him?
No.
No, all right.
Damn.
Man, you got so much room in the brain for new information.
What?
Bitch.
Every time something new comes in, something old's got to get pushed out.
I wonder if I could take his tile.
That sounds horrifying.
No, I can't. Wait, I think I could. Well,
Yeah, we should all had bananas to eat for the
I had,
podcast.
I had, I had some morning.
There's a banana in the kitchen. I can get a
Do you
banana
like-
right now.
I don't want anybody clipping my shit and making some racial.
Yeah,
out of
would
it.
you rather
No,
have
do it. No, we do it for the culture. Do it for the culture. The fuck.
or
Bananas in his
something else,
background.
T, or something else?
Or some phallic.
Would you rather have a green banana or an overly ripe banana?
Oh,
What is
man.
this, bro?
That sounds bad, man. Either way,
I
what the
prefer.
fuck?
I'll eat a green banana over a perfectly ripe banana. I love green bananas. I love that.
I would rather a perfectly ripe one, but I don't really
Wait,
eat bananas.
perfectly
so.
ripe?
Well,
Like-
I love
like
the green. I
perfect-
think green bananas are
I don't like the
awesome.
texture.
I still
don't
like
like the
the ripe ones, but
I love
can't,
bananas.
I can't stand the mushy ones, like the overly ripe ones.
I love
Oh yeah, no, I mean
bananas,
when it's
everybody.
like downright mush, but like
Falcon,
I
you,
love-
you tripping? I don't know yet. I was gonna say you tripping, but I can't really say.
Yeah, I've
What the
heard.
fuck?
I read something that gave me a lot of optimism. Said like, and I've
Although-
heard it. I've
although
already
for
heard it from
me-
multiple people. Said that later in the game, there's a lot of stuff to do. It's not
Well,
just
it's
digging.
gonna
And,
take a lot to
There's a shit
overcome
ton, dude.
the New
There's a
Donk
shit
City
ton.
sequence, the musical sequence in New Donk City, and the final battle sequence, the escape sequence. Like it's gonna take a lot to
yeah,
defeat
it's gonna take a
Odyssey
lot
for
to-
me.
to-
but I didn't. I
I have to, like, I mean, I've played so much of
I'm not
Odyssey. I'm
against
not gonna
it.
sit here and be like, oh yeah, it's. But if someone
Yeah.
if someone beat the game, loved it to death, and likes it better than Odyssey,
I'm not
no
against that. I'm
problem.
not
I've heard
against that
some
opinion
some
at all.
very positive reviews and stuff once they
I
finish
heard
the
6
whole
out
game.
of 10, and it's boring. I heard it was boring in 6 out of 10 too. So
I'll
I
say
mean,
the first layer is pretty much exactly what I was expecting and what I wasn't that thrilled about from the original Treehouse footage. It's fine.
I disagree.
I
I stayed there so long.
I don't love
as soon as I
the.
started that left, not the first layer, the second layer, like that. Once I got to the second layer, and I was like, I hear the music and everything. It got me. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy good, and I have not put it down since essentially. There's times I have, but I end up playing it, then I end up playing more, and then I just end up playing the whole day, and I'm like, ah, shit.
I got to the second layer and I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop playing. Not because I didn't thought it looked bad or anything. I was just at that point I had my fill, and that's all I've played so far.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm at, because at least so far, I don't know.
I agree with Ayers
Obviously,
on
beyond
that
challenges
so
and
far.
whatnot. It's more of a action, That's
Well,
why
it's
I
action.
said that it felt like this started off as a Wario game. I still feel that way. If you played Wario World on GameCube, it definitely I felt a lot of that. But I also felt like Rare platformer stuff. I felt Donkey Kong 64 in this as well, which also is not a major platforming game. It's more of an action kind of a game. So
Well, I would say this is an action adventure platformer. You know,
action adventure platformer, right?
action adventure platformer. You know, what I mean, like not
Right.
platformer action adventure, like action adventure platformer.
Right.
You know,
I've watched
Some people be like, "Oh, it's platformer because it's got cartoony, characters and stuff." That means a platform. No, that's not what the platformer means. It means actual platform.
but don't get me wrong, he got a moveset, man. He's got a really good moveset where I'd
His
be
moveset.
flying through levels, man. It
Yeah.
just feels so fun.
I'm still
Like,
discovering shit.
what I do, I'd be rolling, jumping, punching, rolling.
roll
and
jump-
you
yeah,
So I haven't really
That's
found
crazy.
a really need for the roll jump yet, but like I said, it's just this first area. Well, obviously, I did everything.
Well, I mean, in
Trails
terms
got
of just
done.
like, there's different ways. Just like there's so many ways to just approach just one banana. Sometimes when it's like far off in the distance, there's like something you could do to like the ideal way. And then I'm like, all right, I think I can get there by jumping. So I literally roll, jump, punch, roll, and then you get to the 5 hour. It just feels so satisfying. It
The
feels
momentum
incredible.
and
The momentum. It just
I kind of
feels
feel like I
fantastic.
want
yeah.
to have all the abilities before I really try to get every banana if I feel compelled.
I agree. That's why I'm
Yeah.
moving through.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
yeah, I'm getting as much as I can, but I'm not trying to like 100% and then move on. That's just
I
don't
thought
think
about
that's a
that,
good way to play it.
and then
Yeah.
I ended up again. I personally just looked up how many layers there are, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this
Trails
first,
hold ZR
and then I
and
will
aim.
go back.
No.
I will go back because I like I said, there are different Bonanzas, so I want to, it would be nice to re-explore those worlds with actual new abilities and stuff, and just new
Did you do
thoughts
this one
and
yet,
and
Terrell?
just like
I'm pretty sure I did. I just went back here so it wouldn't be any spoilers. This is the earlier
But-
area.
I'll say that I'm on
Yeah, I
the
did.
11th layer right now. I just made it to the 11th layer, and
Do you have more
pretty
than
fucking
three
cool.
three morph transformations?
Should I say? Well, yes,
Just say more. You don't have to say how many.
I do have more. Yeah,
I still stand by
and
my
and that's
guess.
why that was another thing is I wish Nintendo didn't show as much, because
Yeah,
it's like the
I
first
do wish they didn't
6
show us some of
layers
those
are,
transformations.
they went in order, like the first like 6 layers of what they've shown so far, what they've shown. So you go through 6 worlds of just knowing what it is
I
until
mean,
you get later.
they probably felt
Glimpses
like they
of it.
had to. They didn't have
I know
all the,
they definitely have to for marketing reasons, but just I wish myself
Yeah.
I didn't see it. You know.
I will
Yeah.
say,
Yeah, I wish the same. I wish I didn't see it.
Donkey's video. I didn't really watch it that close because
Video game donkey.
he showed
Oh, that was
some
the
challenge
funnest video.
sections that are like, oh my god, like that. He had like 6,
I had to
7
stop
hearts,
watching his video because I didn't want to see.
And I'm
I
like,
didn't wanna
It
see
was
that.
pure joy. It was just pure joy.
and I'm like, damn, that's some challenge there. Like that looks hard as hell. Like, so looking forward to.
I heard that. We
Well,
heard that
I've
earlier
done
on.
the
Like
challenge
it definitely
levels
gets
that he's
challenging.
done. And I haven't.
Of course, he was always making stuff look harder sometimes for humor.
Well, he also, yeah. I mean, he'd be doing. I mean, it just depends on how you play. You know,
You'd
some people are
obviously
gonna
leveled
do-
up your punch at this point because that's one of the things I struggle with in this area is how many damn punches it takes just to break
Oh yeah,
one
I
little
maxed out
bit
my punch.
into.
Too, Terrell. I
got
maxed
this
out
one.
my punch also.
Yeah, because
to
those
me, it was
white
like, that
rocks
was-
there, those light gray rocks, you had to punch like 4 times before you even start to break in. That's a little tedious for
I'm
me.
a
but-
weirdo. I torture myself with the leveling up.
What you
as
do?
far as like I can stand it. I don't level up. I have like 20 fucking what do you call it?
What? You have
But
20
I'm
of those.
I'm sitting on
points?
20.
Why?
what
You
are
gotta make a
those?
decision, man.
And you can redo them. You can.
I'm about to, but that's just a weirdo thing I do
I
when I
did-
play video games.
I focused on the punch power and then the sonar radar. Those were the 2 that I focused on first. I
Agreed.
got them out.
Yeah, because
So-
punching through those rocks right there, those light gray rocks, it takes 4 punches just to break the first.
It takes a while, but I don't care because I'm punching my ass off in this game. I knew that was gonna
Yeah.
happen. I was like, this game
Yeah.
is built for me. I just want
Oh,
to
yeah.
destroy every goddamn thing. I have fun just doing that for hours.
Me
So
too. Me too, man.
this game is
One thing
perfect for me.
One thing I was struggling with is if you hold forward while punching, he kind of automatically like climbs up. I guess that'll work now that I know it. When you want to.
Yeah, well, I've
At
noticed
first, I
that
was
too,
getting
so you-
frustrated. Like, why the fuck am I going up? But I realized I was holding up, and he started.
Yeah, you're
to climb.
holding up. Yeah, yeah. I get
Any of you
that
guys
happens
ever
to-
play what is it? Faction. What's it called?
Red faction.
Red Faction. Red Faction. The Mars one.
Nah, Mars remastered. No, I haven't.
Well,
I haven't.
Yeah.
Haven't
Well, that's
played
it.
it.
It's a
though.
remastered version of the Mars one. I can't remember the original one, but yeah, the destruction in that game is insane as well. And I remember just spending time just destroying everything that I could, and I knew this was gonna be a vice for me. I was gonna go insane, and there's way more. I don't know how they built this game.
It's
sat
nuts.
down, meticulously built this game. I'm guessing the finding the gold and all that stuff is randomized or whatnot.
Yeah, supposedly that is right. Like the treasure chests are not built like placed. It's random.
Yeah,
shit.
it looks like it's random because you punch it through and all of a sudden that bitch pops up out of nowhere. It's like, wait a minute, that wasn't. Yeah, so.
Did you see the
But that's cool. That's
screenshots
a
of
good
the
thing to not spend
Oh,
time
cool.
on.
new banana? Did you see
Yeah.
the screenshots of the Switch 1 version of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was missing quite a bit of like detail, foliage and stuff. It was way more simplistic, but it was. I'm guessing they were considering making it a Switch 1 release.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see.
Well, they did. They started working on Switch 1, and then they were.
I
Able
wonder
to put
how
more
that
power.
actually ran though, like, because
I'm trying.
that's a
I'm
lot
trying
going
not to-
on. I think it would have been definitely 30 max, and probably not.
It would have been 30, yeah.
Probably been 20 to 30.
Well, that's why it's on
I'm
Switch
glad they
2.
decided to move on. I love the fact that when you get the banana, it's a throwback to 64.
Oh, absolutely.
Banana.
That
I
shit
gotta
is like,
love that.
I be laughing, like I'm smiling playing this game. Like I just can't stop laughing and smiling.
It's been a while.
It's just so funny, just the little details, the way the animals talk, like the one of them was the zebras, and he goes zebra. Just the way and the accent is so fucking funny.
Do you realize like some of those crystallized rock characters, like you could just like pick up mud and throw it on them, and it'll make more crystallized. I sat there and I probably sat there 15 minutes just throwing mud on one of those characters and making him a giant block. And he's just walking around as a giant block. I was like, why would they do that? Why would they even think to do something like that? Like that has no relevance in the game, but they spent time to do it because they know a crazy person like me would get a kick out of that shit. Like, what the hell are you doing?
And the enemies are just so satisfying to just slam, smash, and I love the design
Oh,
of
yeah.
like the skeletal, like the golden skeletal stuff. Like that shit looks so cool to me. And I'm like, oh, I love that. And it just, again, just literally ripping their bodies apart to beat their skeletons. It's so fucking hilarious. And it's just like, I mean, the game is endlessly creative, man. Like you just playing.
It's
I'm
so
like,
great.
holy shit. I'm like, I just be thinking, I'm like, they had to, like you said, they had to build this world in mind where damn near everything could be destroyed. It's fucking crazy. Like it's legit crazy.
It's crazy.
It's just, it's a only a very talented studio could do that, which is that 3D
Right.
Mario team.
Come on, Aaron.
And they make it look so effortless, right? They make it look effortless.
We're not gonna have
not.
any more development team
Oh
discussions.
come
man.
on,
Come on,
Aaron.
dude.
What the hell, Aaron? Why you gotta?
Oh, yeah, we
why
don't
is
care.
this
Once
so
you
honest?
confirm that you don't know what you're talking about, or you're just guessing, then you know.
We still on this?
You keep
Are we
moving
still
the
on
goal-
this?
You keep moving the goalposts. You say it's not the Odyssey team, not the, and then it's the
It's the
Odyssey
handheld
team. Well,
team.
it's
It's not the
Odyssey
A team. Like,
Like,
come on, man.
man. At some point, you gotta just understand that.
Yeah, if this is not the A team. Well, goddamn, what the A team doing? Because god dang.
There is no A and B team. They just make a team
Yeah.
and make the game. This is the same core group that made Odyssey, and you know, it's just
Here's my one gripe. Well, I guess you didn't do it. You can't swim underwater.
I was
Oh,
a little
that.
surprised by that.
I was waiting. I was
I was super
honestly,
surprised by that.
I didn't. I thought in the trailers he was swimming underwater. I could have sworn, but I guess
'Cause
he
in
was.
Donkey Kong 64, you can swim underwater, and not only can you swim
That's a
underwater,
sunshine.
Oh, that's
you
right.
don't have to worry.
That's
You
right.
don't have to
I
worry
don't
about
have
air. You have unlimited
You
air.
couldn't swim underwater in
Underwater.
sunshine either.
that. It looks like you can get down there though.
It was already
that's
because
what
you
I'm
raised the
saying.
I
water
thought it was
up.
so weird. I thought
You
it was so
could.
strange.
The
I was
water's
like,
been
is
raised
it-
up,
is
Joe.
That
it,
water in sunshine.
Oh yeah, you from the earlier. I forgot. You're right.
I was
You can
convinced
swim
that
underwater
maybe
and-
it's a power later on. I wasn't sure.
You can't swim underwater in sunshine.
No, it's ridiculous. But
No, you can.
In what level? Not the main area.
All levels.
No, you can't.
You can swim underwater, man. What are you talking about?
Oh,
You
come
can
on,
maybe you
please.
can submerge for a little bit.
I
There's
can't
no.
help it. I'm sorry, Aaron. They say it's the Odyssey team. You say it's not the main Odyssey team. They said they created a team. They created a team to create this game. Yeah, from the Odyssey team. I don't know. Odyssey, Mario Odyssey developers and employees have worked on this game, and there's nothing more to it.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
We're no longer gonna humor his. I always just assumed he knew something, so I was oh, he must know something. But anyway,
You can swim.
Yeah, I was like, y'all were way more entertained by that.
And no, it wasn't
Entertaining
the
that.
janitor from Mario Odyssey. It was the developers from Mario Odyssey worked on this game, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say, man.
Well, they don't hate underwater, or they just recently hate it. Because, like I said, you can swim underwater in Odyssey.
In Odyssey, yeah.
And so I don't know what's going on here.
And in 3D World.
I always
3D World.
I love. I've always
You
liked the
remember-
underwater levels. Even in the original
certain
Mario
angle.
Brothers, I made a lot of underwater levels in Mario Maker because I just really enjoy them. And I know people don't, but I don't. It's just one of those things. Like, yeah, it's completely different from the main game, but I've always enjoyed it. Mario 64. I mean, come on, iconic. Swimming down to the shipwreck, the eel, the music.
My favorite music, my favorite level music in that game. Was,
I think that's one that Clock That's
Jolly
Daughter
Roger-
played on the piano.
Jolly Roger Bay. Yeah. Jolly
And,
Roger Bay is Fantastic.
Yeah, it sucked. I mean, it was. I ain't gonna lie. It was tricky to get Mario and hits the coins sometimes because you couldn't. We're all new to 3D and the camera wasn't always cooperative. You need the
On Mario
coins.
64.
Yeah, I died plenty of times
Especially.
running out of air because I missed a damn coin because I'm trying to turn and then I try to panic and I swim past it.
Well, like that secret room in the Jolly Roger Bay room, that little black square up in the corner up there where you go into the is that a red coin level? And you're just completely submerged underwater. So you better get them coins, or you're gonna drown, because the coins act as a your breath and whatnot.
Yeah, and then there's where the initial level is simple, but then you go further down, then you have to go way down, and it's just like, man, it was mind blowing.
It blew our mind. Could you imagine, like 1996, like the first time seeing that kind of stuff? That blew our minds. It's gonna be hard to top that ever.
Mm-hmm.
VR came close for me, though. I will say VR came close. Y'all sleeping on VR, man. Yeah, I know some of y'all can't handle it. You get a little sick or whatnot.
I'm not asleep on it personally.
VR is amazing.
Anyone try Game Share?
I have not.
No. Yeah,
I'm gonna try it with my daughter and see.
No reason for me personally.
No reason. No reason, Rob.
Who am I gonna game share?
Share with the family. It's an experience that keeps on giving.
My stepdad has the game and is playing it by himself, experiencing the game.
Damn. Okay. All right. My bad, G.
Play no game that way. You got to do that with a kid. Yeah.
Exactly. That's very much like a parent with a child, or
that's a fast travel.
My brother with a younger brother.
My daughter's gonna get bored.
How much of the game have you played anyway?
I got right to where you're at now.
Oh, here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where I am too. Because I
didn't go any further from the little hub area where you talk to the NPCs.
I got like 20,000 in gold, 500 coins.
Another thing is I love the boss battles in this game. The boss battles are so good, and especially later on, some of them take advantage of the abilities, and they just create some really cool like arena battle. I mean, I'm like, yo, this shit is awesome, and the way you have to approach the boss is just a ton of fun. The only thing I wish is they were a little bit longer. Because you beat them up and they're done within a minute.
Yeah, they're kind of the early ones have been.
I don't
really
even remember
easy
the
so
first
far.
boss. I couldn't even.
It's not about being easy. It's about being fucking epic, and they're all epic. It's just the thing is that
I also want to challenge.
I wish they were a little bit longer.
Well, Astrobots are pretty epic, but again, some of them are it's all flash and they're not terrible.
Yeah,
but
no. But the thing is, like, again, look, I think Astrobots fantastic. I think it's great, but like, this is just a whole other league. This is just on its own other pedestal. And the boss battles again, like, they take advantage of the power ups. So you're doing like multiple things to take on the boss, and especially later on, where like Terrell's at, it's really.
Yeah, because the first boss was, I wouldn't even thought to even mention the boss. I don't even remember what it was, if there was even a boss fight. I feel like it was really simple, and I was done in like 30 seconds maybe.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish they were just
But
longer.
it wasn't anything. I just hid away his stuff and found the guy underneath, or the thing underneath the mask or whatever, and punched it. And I was like, I was a little disappointed that that's all it was. But it's the first boss, so I'm not too worried.
Even the first boss, I enjoyed. It's just so satisfying to bash away this huge dude. I really enjoy that. But like specifically later,
funny what the way you said bash away this huge dude. It's just
the
funny to me.
hugest of dudes, man. Okay.
Later on, like I said, I would say around where Terrell's at, like the 5th and 6th layers specifically, both have very.
This is the second layer, right?
Yeah. This is the 3rd layer.
Is it considered the third layer?
This is number 2, I thought.
It is considered the 3rd layer.
No, it's the second layer.
Press because is the very first prologue like 0 or something?
Yeah.
I don't consider that a layer. Yeah, that was just the opening, like the surface.
Man, that's even crazier. I mean, that's crazy. But regardless, I'm on the 11th layer, and which is already longer than I thought it was gonna be, because I remember saying it's probably gonna be maybe 9 to 10 worlds or something.
I think you're the furthest then, Robert, because I only have the zebra and the main Kong power up. I don't have the 3rd one.
So you're saying World 11 is long and thick?
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
Like the best bananas, the best banana-ramas. Come on, man.
It's
You
nice,
said you want
again,
to be short, thin levels, so.
well, I'm at the
Why
world.
you say it
I
like
also,
that?
I also,
I
think,
hate you, dog.
I was still, even
That's what
like
he
the
said.
beginning, even the beginning prologue area is still pretty, pretty beefy.
I
The
just
reason I say this
want
because
the original like
Oh,
three
banana.
the three banana. It's only three bananas.
but I could be wrong, but don't they add more, or maybe it was just three? Maybe it was
It's
just
just
three.
the
I could be
three,
wrong.
and I just raced till I
No, it's
got
just
to
three.
Pauline. I didn't really do much else.
Oh, really?
I got the three
No, okay,
bananas,
maybe
but
I
I
guess I'm wrong. I thought they added more like as when you
I
go
wasn't
down
gonna
to the
mess
other level
around exploring too much before I
before
figured.
you have the main
Man,
gimmick. And
I
stuff.
damn near punched that whole world away. I told you I was gonna do this. I punched the shit out of that level.
Well, there's also I also love the getaways. Talk about Pauline. That every time you set up a getaway,
Yeah, she always has
has
something to say.
a unique dialogue, and it's so nice and funny. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome. The shit that she just says is talking about the surroundings and the environment, and there's like 5 to 6 for each world. I'm like, that's fucking cool.
Is
I love
anybody
that.
gonna complain about the content that's locked behind this amiibo?
Is there?
Anyone?
Isn't it
I didn't
just
know
a
there
dress?
was.
It's just the dress.
It's Pauline's dress from Odyssey. So
And here's the
Oh, yeah?
kicker. You don't get it immediately when you do it, by the way. You have to be in the right level to unlock it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to see the videos and the online campaign against this amiibo.
I'm not changing
The way
into
they put it on the Wii U. I want to hear it. Come on.
those stupid life jackets though. Like that's to me
Well, that's mainly for the water level anyway. You don't have to.
For me, like I can't even put DK in pants. I don't feel right.
I like them in the
Come on,
pants.
man.
Me too.
He's
Me
sexy
too.
and he know it. He's
I
sexy
need
and he
my
know
DK
it. Don't
to
do
be
that.
naked. I know DK is
You
naked with a
need
tie.
him to be naked. He has to be naked.
Naked with a tie.
I wish you
That's
could
DK, I'm
change
sorry.
the camera rotation speed. That's something I wish for sure. I'm pretty sure you
Oh,
can't.
really?
I feel like it's really slow.
Mm.
But I always first thing I do almost every game is bump up the camera sensitivity.
Oh, so you just prefer
I was
it.
gonna say, because I'm probably the only one here, maybe Robert, that's playing with my Joy Cons. That don't sound right at all.
It was.
I'm playing using my Joy Cons in the grip. That sounds even worse.
Your grip action must be immaculate, dog.
I turned the feed or whatever up to maximum, whatever.
and it's very good.
The rumble.
The haptic feedback and the rumble and whatnot is very good. But surprisingly, in my third party as pro controller, the feedback is really good in this too. Like just walking along, I feel rumble walking, and
they probably use a more
like a new one.
no,
That's
this
a
is
new
like
one?
I probably bought this in 2020.
It's probably because they use the
2021.
old style like revolving, which I feel gives a better. I prefer that over the vibration of the HD rumble. Like
it's very light too. This controller is very light. So
like the
feels really
Xbox
good
One, like the trigger is just like a thing that spins and kind of it gives a nice like thumping feeling.
Yeah,
and I still like that a lot.
Yeah, like the N64 Rumble Pack. It had like the spinning.
Yeah, some of the vibration. I mean, the HD Rumble takes it to a whole nother level for sure, but I still would prefer. I still prefer the more tactile like thump feeling. But you can put it up. You can put it up.
Where is
to? I don't know if you adjusted T. You can set the feedback to like low, medium, and high.
I have not. I didn't know.
And I put it on high, and it's definitely. It's no, it's not even close to like the DualSense with Astrobot type of feedback, but it's still pretty good.
12 Feet Tall was asking me where is the Diddy Kong amiibo.
I mean, we have one, but
it's the Smash. That's where he is.
And probably Mario Party or something. Probably a Mario Party Diddy Kong or something.
Yeah. That's what you're gonna be using.
Oh wait, real quick.
And every amiibo works in this game and gives you something.
Yeah, I didn't even try it.
there was an NPC that said, "Hey, can you do this?" And I was like, "All right, let me just grab my amiibo. I'll
I
just
don't
play
have
it real quick."
I don't have any DK amiibo.
I
Damn, I
got
don't
two.
have enough money.
Let me-
They made the fur
let me-
color so fucking expensive. I hate
Well,
it.
I said two, but I technically I have 1, 2, 4 because I have this one from Skylanders.
Mm.
Then I have the one I just bought here with and then I have the 2 Smash. I have 2 because my daughter liked it, so I bought an extra one for Smash. She liked the Donkey Kong amiibo, so. But then she gave it back. She didn't care anymore.
So why you seem real bummed out about that, man?
I'm kind of bummed about it. I'm a little bit. I thought we were bonding over Donkey Kong there.
What a
but,
difference though, just being able to punch easily through the rocks there. That's a huge difference.
Oh yeah, that's why I say upgrade the damage as soon as you get a chance, because
See, I don't even know. I don't even know what that's like yet. I
Oh,
have the
hello.
ability to do that. I just haven't used
I
any of
love-
my points.
Dude, all the animations. Every time you get you got a new skill point, and they always go like that, and you got Pauline also doing the move. I'm just like, ah.
Yeah,
But
I
I
have
appreciate that, man.
20. I think 20 skill
So
points
good.
just chilling because I haven't used.
I
them.
need you to use them skill
Gotta-
points, man.
Yeah, for real, man.
I need you to use them
It's
skill
okay.
points as soon as possible.
Yeah, for real.
For really,
And
really,
that's-
yo.
But nah,
I
it's,
just
it-
realized
I
how
mean,
weird DK's feet are in this one. They're like hands.
Yeah, but I can't dress him up either, man. I like my default stuff.
That's
Yeah,
because
like-
you just like to be naked in general.
Except if you
Robert.
can make
That's
someone
true,
naked.
that's true.
He did it to Link too, so
The fact that they literally said the word naked, it was just for me. So it was like, all right, I need to keep
Right,
it
right.
naked.
One time I was
So the-
I was playing Cyberpunk, and it's first person, and I can't remember how I found out if I was on a motorcycle or whatever. You see third person, I'm like, shit, my character's not wearing any clothes. I don't remember what happened. It wasn't on purpose, and she's just like literally just topless walking around. I was just like completely topless for like hours playing the game. Doesn't matter. They don't really react
Well,
much.
you also don't even see. Well, I guess.
But
you
when I got on the
yeah,
motorcycle or something, that's when I was like, oh shit, like I didn't
Oh
even
yeah,
know that.
yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right. Oh yeah, I mean,
Jesus.
12 feet tall. So the soundtrack, the music is fantastic in this game.
Oh, absolutely.
the music.
Game. The challenge rooms has this awesome little beat, and then just the first world. I guess that's what they consider world 100. The first layer. That once literally I sent them in the chat like this quick clip because I was like immediately I got in. I was like, oh my god, this soundtrack sounds so good right now. Like this sounds so catchy. And I'm loving that. I think it's really good soundtrack.
It was like not David Wise, but what's his name that took over? Kirkhope. Feels
Yeah,
like
Grant.
his-
I
feels like
noticed-
Grant- yeah.
There's a few times I noticed like this feels like
I was thinking it's kind of. I was saying it. Think
This
it's
feels
kind
like
of
a
Mario
little-
Odyssey.
like one was a little Odyssey-ish, and then another one
Yeah.
I was like, this is kind of a
Yeah.
they're kind of pulling from Donkey Kong Country. But here's the thing,
Yeah.
for as much as I am about audio video stuff, when I'm like playing a game and I'm like concentrating, I don't hear the music a lot of times. Like Elden Ring, all this epic music in this game, when I'm in a boss fight, I don't even hear the music. Like I couldn't hum you one. I could finish a boss fight. I couldn't even hum like my mind just completely focuses, and I've had this problem my whole life. So I only remember like 2 instances where I even heard the music in Donkey Kong in my couple hours I played.
Wow.
It's always been that way. Sometimes with movies, like you guys talk about soundtracks, like listen to them in your car. I'm like, I watch a whole movie, and unless it's like a theme that's like a classic theme that plays at the very beginning. A lot of movies don't have like a classic theme that everyone knows, like a Harry Potter, like Lord of the Rings, like Superman, Star Wars and stuff. And I watch movies and people, oh my god, that sound, I want to get the score, or I want to get the OST or whatever. And I'm like, I don't even remember the music in that. Like I watch a reaction channel, and she was like, she grew up a music person, like in band and school and stuff. And every time something, wow, the music's so good in this, I'm like, I just watched that movie. Like I couldn't even tell you that there was music in it. It's just crazy. I don't know why that is, but it's just something I've always.
So, but you do have OSTs you like. So there's got to be something.
Well, like yeah, I mean,
That means
the intro to these movies that has like a blatant theme that you can't miss versus music that plays during like stuff that's actually happening or a game I'm actually like intentively like playing, like Sekiro. I'm sure Sekiro has good music. I couldn't tell you a damn thing about like what style it even was.
But Terminator Juice, Terminator, like that soundtrack, like didn't move you. Like just hearing that is a huge part of that movie for me. That ominous Brad Fidel soundtrack, especially Terminator 2. Like
Terminator music stands out to me. Like, but again, I've seen the movie so many damn times.
Chills.
But like, what was that?
That's my favorite thing about this one's for Terrell. That's my favorite thing about this game. This game's not great.
Oh my lord!
I just happened to be talking about Terminator 2. It's like, oh yeah, the game's over.
Oh my god!
This is one of the few licensed video games that actually gives you the goddamn theme music in the game. Like that is a huge thing for me.
Jurassic Park's theme.
There's that spiritual successor to this coming out very soon. It looks amazing. Have you guys seen that 2D Terminator game?
I don't think so.
It's coming out soon.
No.
I have not.
Forget what it's called, but it
so
looks.
You need to share it
look
later.
It yeah, I definitely will.
For the culture.
Amazing.
Like there's obvious like I said, we're talking about the underwater in 64. That music stood out. Like I'm not saying I never hear it, but there's a lot of.
I guess does that mean it's a bigger deal when you do hear it? I guess.
Yeah, Koji Kondo was showing out. He was showing out in that trailer.
And it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm just casually like swimming and and you got to replay levels over and over too. That helps. Like Zelda's main theme just played throughout the original game. And they had the dungeon and the overworld. I love both those themes. Like the Zelda theme is probably one of my favorite musical pieces of all time. Like especially once they orchestrated it.
Can you wait to hear that in the movie?
Yeah, they better not mess around.
Oh boy, get that orchestra that did the
20th anniversary one.
The 20th anniversary. Oh
that
my
shit
god,
gives
get
me
them,
chills,
please.
man.
Whew.
And watching somebody, even the original NES, if you sit there at the title screen, like they pulled. There's a lot of different. There's a lot of different notes. Like it's not as simple as it is. It does the whole thing, and it's like wow. Like I always thought that was the modern version of it. I didn't realize the original like title screen, if you just let it sit there, had all those little nuances. Like
and Zelda 2 fucks it up with that horrible
like Expedition 33 has good music, but again, it's not like
it's so good.
When I'm playing the game, I'm not hearing it. Like I'm not thinking about it.
Really? Come on, man.
How?
That main theme is fucking immaculate.
I get focused.
Ding, ding,
it's like the guy at work. If he's like just looking at something, he can't hear anything you say. He can't even hear you.
Oh, I was gonna say,
try to get his attention.
I was gonna ask you, how far are you in Expedition?
I haven't played it in a month, so.
Damn it! I just beat it last night. What the fuck? I mean, not last night.
I
Saturday,
got
I'm sorry.
The ability
all right,
to swim
this
through.
This is the way he said. I just beat it last night.
Man.
I just got the last time I played it. I got the ability to swim through that coral.
Oh yeah, you're still in Act 2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're in Act 1, I think. You'll know if you're in Act 2.
Was it ripe or was it green?
I hate you, bro. That's crazy. Why does this happen to me?
I mean, I don't want to. I'm pretty sure I'm past Act 1. I'm pretty sure. But
how do you know? Not. Wait. There's a reason. There's a way I can tell.
I mean, the only thing I know, and one of the other last things was I found out like that dude, like who those people are, like the guy you meet when they first set foot on the land. The gray, they call it. He has gray hair, but he barely has gray hair. And then the girl, I found out.
Renor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
I'm all right.
Well, one thing
the game was.
I'm having a whole discussion with Ayers about Donkey Kong and the comics.
You mariconas? Can we go back to Donkey Kong? You mariconas?
But I will say that I was surprised. I don't think there's any. Like, I don't even know if you have to collect a single banana to progress the game. Like, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's
I don't
any
think you
point,
have to.
which is insane.
Oh, the big golden
I
banana.
think you got to get the first one to get the story to get the cinematic.
Well,
Oh,
okay,
wow.
so maybe just like
I
that,
guess
but
you
like I don't
kinda
think you
don't.
have to get literally. I don't
Because the
think you
game
have to.
isn't really about the bananas in the context of him collecting them. It just makes your
But it's so
playthrough
funny
easier.
because the bananas are like, but they're the power moons. They're the power stars of this game.
But
And
it's
just
not
so
like you're
interesting.
restricted. Essentially, you're not
But
Yeah,
that's
but you
restricted.
don't need the
that's
like,
so
you don't need the
incredible.
power stars to fly you to the next level. You
I
just
know,
need to
but
get
that's
over.
what's so incredible is
Yeah,
that they
yeah. I never even thought
they
about that. That's crazy.
they made it where it's like you want to do it, but you don't have to do shit when you think about it. When you wake it, like it's just so impressively well designed.
Will it be a Jet Force Gemini situation where you think you're
At the
good to
last
go? I don't
second.
need no bananas, and you get there and like, oh, you gotta have 800 bananas.
Yeah.
I hope they don't do that.
Who knows?
Wait,
But-
that's
but
bullshit.
You
all
never
I
want to
know
make
is
this
that
kind of stuff a necessity. That's my big
as
thing.
of now,
Right.
literally, I have not encountered a thing that asked me for a single banana to give to them to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's so impressive, and it just shows how well.
By the
designed
way,
game is.
I'm going to just
We
quickly
actively-
mention
we actively want to go out to do this stuff because it's
These-
so. Well
these
designed
areas are
and
broken. So it's something I didn't even realize. The more of these you make in a level, the more extra hearts you get when you sleep in them.
That's not
So
broken. That's the whole idea.
no, but like at a certain, there's really no point in upgrading your health bar at that point. Like,
I mean, I've
look,
I've
look at that.
I mean, I've
Look at
died.
that.
I've died with.
I
like,
went from
5
4 to
bucks.
9 just because I've opened up a few of these.
That's
That is-
insane.
That's insane. And this is not an upgrade. This is just, hey, listen, like I wish I can go hurt myself real quick just to prove a point. This is just me going to sleep in that bitch.
Right.
No,
I don't know
get you,
about
but, like,
boss battles yet because I don't know. You know,
I have
how they get
died
it.
at times for even with.
But
those
I'm
bigger
like,
computer
I've
things.
with
died
4
more from
right now.
platforming. I've died from platforming more than I've died from
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I've
fights.
died from
I'll say
fights,
that.
yeah.
Although some of these
me
enemies
too,
can
me
be.
too. I agree, but and that
I've
was
been
another
through
thing.
challenge levels more than I've
I
died
don't think
anywhere else.
I don't think the game's very challenging, but in the end of the day, I know I've died a decent amount of times, but it's just there's so many things to do that you die on one-off things because of it's new situations that you're approaching, and that's something that I just don't mind. It's not a big. For some people, may want the very difficult platform, and you might get. Remember, Mario Odyssey had the end stuff, like like Champions Road, like the Dark Side of the Moon, like those type of stuff. But this isn't an
Mushroom
obstacle
Kingdom?
course. Yeah, well, that's to say, like, this isn't an obstacle course like game where it's more. In the end of the day, it's like I don't think it was ever going to be. That's why I don't find Mario Odyssey very challenging. It's more so
but
the
I think the difference
No.
is that DK is considered to be the more challenging of the two usually.
You do the Dark Side of the Moon
only
stuff.
only due to Rare in their country games.
No,
that.
Tropical Freeze is also considered a challenging game too.
That's,
What is
yeah,
that?
that's
I
a
just
hard
said
game.
I just said country game.
That
In the
wasn't
country
Rare.
game.
You
I
said
just
rare
said
though. You said rare. That's why.
I know, but due to that, and then that's why Retro Studios.
That's all.
continued
I
that
mean,
legacy.
what else? They had a couple spin-off games, but Donkey Kong's been the country series, which has always been very
Well,
challenging.
Jungle Beat from Nintendo. These guys, the last thing they've done is Jungle Beat, and I don't know if that's very hard. Was that a hard game to you? I don't know.
No.
Tell me.
It's hard on your hands. Your hand be burning your palms and shit.
My hands
That's
hurt,
about
my
it.
knees weak, arms are heavy, and there's vomit on my
But
sword.
my thing is, I think
You're
just
talking
like
about
the
a 5-hour game. You're talking about like a 5-hour game. It's not that difficult. No.
Oh well, but my thing is like the challenge rooms and areas. I think over time, just like any other 3D Mario game, will probably get more specific in what they're trying to challenge you on later on. But because of the more open sections, I don't think you're ever going to get a super challenging open world platformer. I just don't think that's even quite possible because you could.
So it's impossible.
You could approach things in different areas. You could approach things in different ways. And so it makes it where someone
talking about as far as
might
the
have a
world,
harder
right?
time, and someone might be able to do it a lot easier because they just I could do this, and that. And that's the brilliance of the fucking game. Not that it's like when you're a 3D world level based thing, then you're, hey, this is what we're doing. This is the challenge compared to here's this open
It's
world
not
area
open.
and
You're
we
locked. You're locked to a
want you
linear
to
thing
explore.
where Yeah.
It's an adventure that you're exploring.
I
So
think
so I
there's maybe a
maybe
way
later
to
on.
do both. I mean, obviously the
I
challenge,
think the game does do both.
the
Challenge
challenge
levels and
rooms,
whatnot.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
think you could also still have maybe some the worlds be designed and have some sections that are more specific challenge, and you can destroy them if you
Yeah.
want, but they could be there for those that just want to, you
Yeah.
know.
So, because I got a little hate, a little anger when I brought this up about Odyssey. I think
Why?
I also feel like this game has like heavy Rare influence, like
I
even
feel
down to like character designs, like putting
yeah.
eyeballs on a rock. That's so Rare. That's just what Rare does. They put eyeballs on everything and make it a character, and that feels very Rare to me. Obviously, the game has inspired by Donkey Kong Country series, as well as Donkey Kong 64, and obviously Odyssey too. But like transformations, like that, obviously, again, Mario has done transformations, have done power ups that transform you into different things. But I think to the extent of what Odyssey did in this game, I think it feels to me it feels like definitely a homage to what Rare used to do on their platformers. So I'm gonna stick with that, no matter what people want to say. I don't want to give nobody else credit when Nintendo comes, uses some ideas. They
Well,
do. They use ideas from other people. That's
I'll also
fine.
say just to kind of counter errors, not just in terms of a discussion of what the game is. Not that I'm you have your opinion, that's all it is. But how Odyssey, you could do insane movements to traverse the environment. And DK could have done that, you say, but didn't. I feel it still does that because I'm playing the game very differently from how my stepdad's playing. Like in the end of the day, I showed him some, again, roll, jump, punch, roll, and getting around these things. And just like in Mario Odyssey, you don't have to jump, flip the cap, uh,
No.
land
Yeah,
on there
you can.
and flip. And you don't have to do any of that, and a player could still progress, just like a
Mhm.
player could progress through Donkey Kong. And I feel personally, just how fast I'm moving around in the world and doing all this type of stuff is definitely different from my stepdad did. And I was showing him one thing. There was this one area that I completely skipped, um, due to how I jumped and how I did these things. And he's like, "Oh, damn! I didn't even know you could do something like that." And brilliance of the game, you don't realize because you're playing in a very different way from how I'm playing, from how someone else is playing. Like that's that's the crazy shit about this game. It's just like Mario Odyssey in that type of way, where it's like
Yeah.
different skill levels, different people will be able to do different things.
Yeah.
Personally, I feel, but that's how I feel. Yeah.
Oh, looks like a new
So
banana there.
and the reason I say it also is I'm living in a household with someone else playing at the exact same time as me, and we're literally playing it very differently in terms of how he's moving and how I'm moving. It's actually very very cool. So I'm loving the fucking movement. Like I just again I feel I haven't felt this good since Mario Odyssey,
Yeah.
and it's not because it's maybe as maybe the as good as Mario Odyssey, but I just mean as in that team,
Yeah.
like, but that team knows how to make awesome controls, and they just
Yeah. And
feel
I
so good.
think the brake mechanic and all that kind of stuff is was purposely to differentiate this from Odyssey, like because that's such a big mechanic in this game, and they didn't want to. Oh, people are still saying it, obviously, but they didn't want people saying, "Oh, this is just Odyssey with Donkey Kong in it." Like I think the braking mechanic, whatever you want to call it, the voxel, whatnot, is is a thing that's on purpose. Is a big thing in the game to separate it from people calling this Odyssey.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
don't I
good
don't
enough
view
for
this
me.
as the Odyssey sequel. I don't view
I haven't thought about Odyssey almost at
me
all
neither.
until I went to change my clothes, and I'm like, oh, that feels like Odyssey. That felt very Odyssey. It's like you literally have like a what do you call it, a wardrobe and whatnot. Uh, the not wardrobe. I mean wardrobe as in the actual physical. What is that? Isn't that what it's called? The wardrobe.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wardrobe.
Yeah, like the closet thing or whatever, where you go to get your clothes. That felt very Odyssey to me. The character saying, "Hey, you want to change your clothes? Check this out." That kind of thing. That's very
I only
Odyssey.
changed my clothes one time because there was like these poison stuff, and I kept getting injured. Talking about like how I dying, like I was dying pretty fast for that.
Yeah,
So I did to lower the amount of
yeah.
times my
It's not
poison.
just there are like perks to changing, right? It's not
Yeah,
just
there's
a
perks.
cosmetic
That
That
thing.
was the only
buffs.
time I did it because I don't want my I like my DK being DK. I can't help it.
Yeah, it just
But
like
Pauline
the
could be whatever.
overalls and
I don't
pants
really
is
see
a
Pauline like that.
yeah.
I think
I,
keep going.
Which,
like
by the way, I
I
mean,
don't
yeah,
want to put her
Pauline
in
is
that dress
awesome.
either.
She really
That
is
dress
good.
for her doesn't really make sense to me personally.
That's also the other thing that makes it feel rare, like because it feels like a Banjo Kazooie, you know, with Pauline on his back and whatnot.
On the back.
That feels
Makes
very. I mean, she doesn't do nearly what Kazooie does, but she does have a really cool mechanic that you use in the game, the singing and whatnot. But that also made it feel like a buddy platformer, which is to me uniquely rare. That's a uniquely rare thing.
Yeah.
That they kind of started. There might be somebody else out there that did it first, but it feels like that's a rare platformer thing.
Well,
I just appreciate the how much charm. Oh my god, I've never seen this before. What the fuck is this? What is
well,
this?
again, like
By the way, what about that? Like, I know it's not perfect, but the camera works fucking amazingly well.
I think it works really great.
For
I
you to be
saw
able to dig the way you're digging into making these tunnels,
absolutely.
these random,
Yeah.
like, it works really well. Like,
And it was smart that like
Oh.
when you go out of the edge, it's still just showing like almost like what
Right.
would typically be like not working. Like it's just like the outside in a black void. It works. That's
Right.
what you need anyway.
Yeah, but I think its biggest problem is that it's not consistent sometimes. Like sometimes you can dig.
I like
and
it
it'll
when
just
it
put
gives
in
you
a-
that view where you can kind of see the outlines of the other tunnels, but that doesn't always show
like
you
the
that.
void, that dark void.
what else
sort of
could you
thing.
do? What else could you do? To me, they're
It's-
doing the best that you could possibly do.
Yeah, I don't think
in this
anybody
kind of
would come
setup.
up with any better solution.
No, I mean, they,
yeah.
and for me, I don't have any problems with the camera, and I haven't really been like
I got a little disoriented, I would say, or a little
Yeah, you can.
hard
it
to
has
figure
its
out where I
moments.
needed to go.
not for me, but
From a master digger like who I've been doing digging like crazy. I had one problem with the camera. Not
yeah,
one.
I've always had the orientation 5 for me in my brain,
Yeah.
like in terms of like
It
how
works, yeah.
how it moved. But I get it. Some people are gonna have some
Yeah,
problems with
totally.
with-
I mean, that's going to be a thing for a
You
lot
know,
of people. So
like I think actually though I think rule of 2 he doesn't quite like the camera. I was seeing it on Twitter. He doesn't quite like the camera.
Yeah.
I don't again I was very surprised when I heard that because I was like I don't even know like what part of the camera don't you like like it doesn't even comprehend in my mind.
It's kind of an acquired. I mean, it's not.
When you're digging,
think-
it can get pretty chaotic if you're, unless you know.
Yeah, if you're just smashing the buttons and you're like, "Where the hell do I go?" Sometimes you can get lost in this. It happened to me a couple of times since I've been playing it so far. It's
That's
It's
why you
as-
whistle, man. You whistle to make music, and you could find
yeah,
your
you
way.
gotta know where you are.
Every single and that's again also really brilliant. At any point in the world, you just go ahead and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, duh, that's I gotta go there. Okay, all right.
Or just
gotcha.
dig your way up. Use the up dig and
Yeah,
jump out of
up dig,
the where you are. That's it.
But actually, what are you guys using for a jump? What do you use?
I
for
use
B.
A.
I use
Really?
B.
I use B. I switched it. I switched it to B. Because
I know why, because you can get disoriented otherwise. So I
Yeah, I
completely
just
understand.
because it just felt like
Oh.
felt like Mario, like the 3D
I
Mario,
love
like
again
jumping with B.
Nintendo geniuses, right? So I don't know if you can see my controller. So this is up dig, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Use that to dig up, right?
Oh shit.
And then this is punch, basically punch.
Just
or-
straight, yeah, just straight punching.
Destroy-
I see the logic of it.
punching,
Just my.
and then the bottom is dig down. Like
down.
that's just genius to me.
But I'm not
It is,
thinking
no,
of
it
that
is.
when I'm holding a controller. I'm not thinking up and down, those two buttons being above each other. I'm just thinking what my thumb wants to do to jump. when it wants to
Yeah,
that's
but
what
you
I'm
gotta
thinking.
think about like as an everyday player, it's like just the moment. It's like okay, down, up, like that. That's gonna help a lot.
They could have had up.
I want jump completely away from my action. So for me, reaching over to A to jump feels way better to me, and I can just have my punch up, punch forward, and then punch down.
If punch
For me,
down
I'm
was B, I
punching
wouldn't even
straight.
think twice about it. To be honest, like wouldn't even.
Well, for me, for punching straight is so often used that I
Punch
feel
down
like
is B.
I need B like no I mean like as in like I did personally switch it the jump, which is why they have the option because they know like some people are not gonna care, and I just use it so often that it's just kind of like it works for me personally, but I love the idea of like having it's like, yeah, you have the directions. I'm like, that's gonna be very helpful for people, and it
So this
makes
is like
sense.
one of the weirder sections where it's like you can
See
see.
with the camera is like, oh, dude, don't
Well, no,
punch
that's
over
not
there.
weird. Again, that's also smart because again, that's the whole idea. It's like it would be trapped in any other game. In any other game, your camera would be fucked right now. But this,
This is what I would say. This is what reminded me of Mario. This is some very Mario-esque, like the way they handle the camera, even the weird like pixelation that happens with Donkey Kong.
Yeah, they were doing that shit in Sunshine, bro. Like,
yeah, well, but that's what makes sense. Is that this is the only way you would in order to do this game, you need the camera to do that. You know what I mean? Or else it'd be such a pain in the ass.
Or you can be punching into a fucking spike wall and you're like, fuck. How do I get out of here?
It'd be awful. So it makes sense to take the camera literally out of the map. Essentially, it makes more sense that way because else it would be so.
It just feels weird because it feels like the game is broken, but it's not.
No, absolutely. It's literally that is. In any other game, we'd be like, dude, that's fucking weird and broken. But this is the game. This is how it has to work, or else it's gonna be really fucked to play. You know, and that again, it is such an unconventional game. This game, realistically, and I love it for that. It just
shit.
It is.
I wasn't prepared. Sorry.
Creative as shit, man. I'm absolutely loving the game 100%. And just
see, I like these areas because they do that thing where you have two obvious puzzles and then they have a couple that are hidden.
Yeah.
I like that it tells you there's 3 in this area or in that challenge section.
Oh fuck! All right,
you can't climb that wall, can you?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think you can.
Wait,
I don't think so.
You can. You climb those walls.
You can on the specifically the ones that have like a face.
The lettering and
lettering on it. Yeah.
Is it?
If it doesn't have lettering, you'll fall. Yeah.
Maybe slide.
I just messed up my. Oh fuck me!
Like I was like
that wall.
yeah.
That wall. You
exactly. Yeah. But yeah,
game is so clever, dude.
So good. It just I literally I'm just smiling so much and I can't stop playing the fucking game, man. It's
surfing. It's brilliant.
It's surf, and it's funny because again, like there's gonna be so many things that I barely use the surfing, but I know there's someone out there that probably surfs all the fucking time, and it's like love
to get around. It's a good traversal.
Yeah, the freedom to just traverse, like you really could do a lot in terms of just moving around, and it just.
Banana.
I just appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
You gotta get another one so we can see the animation where you go.
Yo, yeah, but there's only 3 in the area, man. I got all 3 of them. What do you want me to do? I just enjoy. I will say the punching has been very therapeutic. I remember the first section. I think I spent way longer than I expected to just punching shit.
I hear that a lot. A lot of people have saying that. I was just punching the shit out of that mine.
I think because we just don't have a game that just lets you just.
What that guy? High five him. Or wait, he's gonna take you to a thing.
No, I already did that. That's why it's already open. I did it already. Yeah, I already did that one.
Never mind. Because when you high five him, I love high fiving all the animals.
That's the first time I've seen him though. I haven't seen him before. That was the first time I had seen him.
Okay.
Yeah. They make sure you can't punch him.
Yeah, you can't punch him. You can high five him. But it's so funny because you also remove like their clothing.
I love that his animation. I love that his animation changes, like his facial animation changes as soon as you run across a banana.
Yeah, I've never turned the camera around to see his face before I punched.
That's another thing I love to do is like
when
they're standing on ground that you can obviously break. I just punch down as far as I can and make them fucking go down in pits and shit. Just for my own pleasure. That's just for my own.
Well,
pleasure,
if you stand still, he has some cool idle animations where Pauline will tug at his hair, and then he messes up and then he puts it back.
Again,
so
very Banjo-Kazooie. Very
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, you stand there long enough, and like fucking Kazooie will come out and start pecking you in the head and shit, and then Banjo grabs her and starts pulling her head. That's very Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah.
Let's see if you get.
I'm trying to do it. Yeah.
It'll probably be the next animation. Let's see.
But then again, you go back to Mario 64. You stand around long enough. He starts saying,
"That's actually adorable."
He lays down. I'm tired, and he lays down and shit. He starts snoring.
That is adorable.
And he goes, oh, spaghetti, oh, ravioli, oh, mamma mia.
That's a stereotype. That's offensive.
Is that really? Come on, man.
Oh wait, it's so good.
Nobody thinks that's offensive.
Nothing
Which
beats.
also,
Nothing beats.
thinks
What's the one where he pulls out like a DS?
Nobody truly believes.
well, that's in that's
Oh.
both in Returns and
What's
Tropical Freeze. He pulls out a DS and then a 3DS and then a Switch in the Switch version.
Again, I hate to say it, Banjo-Kazooie. He sits there and then he pulls out a fucking Game Boy and yeah. So,
I mean, considering DK's roots in Rare, it's only, to me, it's only natural to reference it as much as you can.
Yeah.
I also will say.
Go ahead.
No. I keep talking anyway. So you continue.
No, I was gonna say is that I appreciate that it's one of those. Yeah, even though the version of DK that everyone knows is mostly Rare's version, Nintendo could have just been a dick about it and just been like, "Well, I'm just not gonna acknowledge it. And we're just gonna make Donkey Kong our own thing." And I think to a degree they had a peer where they were thinking about doing that. But I like at this point
they've really stupid of them.
They probably incorporate this. See, this looks like it shouldn't like.
Yeah, technically on a typical game that would be like, oh, this is broken. Look at this; it's so weird looking.
Yeah, it looks weird. It looks weird.
It works so well to me.
It works well because you need it. You literally need it, or else you would be so screwed and it'd be so confusing if you didn't. If it wasn't
how they pulled this camera together. Give them their flowers. Give them their.
I love
flowers.
also just the map. The map is really well done. The 3D map looks cool. I like that. And I
also
gave
the ability to reform the map too. Like after you destroy, like you know how you can.
Yeah. Then it could come back and
yeah, you can reset the terrain.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Cool.
Honestly, the original Donkey Kong, that style, he's not very interesting. He's not a very interesting character. He was quote unquote the villain, in the first 2 games from Nintendo.
I thought it was
3 games. Yeah, Donkey Kong 3, he was still a bad guy. So. Like there's not a whole lot of character. Rare gave Donkey Kong his character, so you got to lean in hard to the Rare stuff because everybody wants King K. Rool, so back as the villain.
You know what made it worse? The Sakurai showed him off so well in Smash. He showed him off too damn well.
Right.
No one told you to do like this.
Well, speaking of villains though, I love the Void Kong. Like the Void.
Well, I think that's probably one of the better villains we've had from like.
Dude, it is awesome. They
remind me so much of the Brutals, though. They remind me of just the monkey version of Brutals.
I won't go that far. The Brutals from Auto.
Oh
Odyssey.
yeah, okay, yeah. But these guys, I think he's just so like the way he has his banana phone.
They're different as hell, but
he just kind of go like that. And you got the one that's always with the, she's the one that's probably,
Poppy.
Poppy, she's always with the glasses.
I even appreciate like stuff like, hold on, wait, let me get you.
There's a funny thing where she's like, I don't get paid overtime, so don't even fight me and don't even deal with me like sort of.
See, I like the character of this fucker though. See a banana, mine.
It's so funny and like he's really just this.
I'm not intimidating. He's not intimidating enough for me.
Well, I don't think he's really meant to. He's meant to be kind of bratty.
I know he's not supposed to be. I just want my intimidating.
He's very much an asshole. That's what I like. I think he's very much more.
Yeah, he's obviously like a dickhead who just like.
That's what I love, and I love
with a little guy complex.
Yeah, Napoleon.
Yeah. Well, then also the other guy, I forget his name, but the guy who constructs all the Kongs.
Oh, Grumpy.
What? Was it?
Grumpy.
Was it? Grumpy. His name's Grumpy Kong?
Grumpy.
Yeah, Grumpy Kong.
I honestly thought you said Grippy Kong. I was like, whoa.
No. What are you thinking about, sir?
That's a crazy name.
What are you plotting over there, huh? What you got going on?
I love how he makes stuff, and again, he's more intimidating.
J. Cole.
Just like that.
J. Cole with that Grippy.
Chill out. Can't take you nowhere, man.
I can't say that word without thinking about that song.
I got the Grippy grabber 10,000. Hey yo, whose man's is this? Somebody come get him. He acting out of character.
I love these guys. Like this guy he's like a butler, but he's also a rock and just like
Trusty Stone, baby.
Ridiculous.
Again, look at those eyes. Those
I know. Very, very
those cartoon eyes on an inanimate object.
There's some funny ones where
wait, I got something for T. All black everything. All black
Wow.
everything. All black everything.
You're gonna make him like King Kong. Are those bell bottoms? What the hell?
Oh,
Why weren't you switching?
yeah, I am. The thing's right
or were
here,
you just
though.
purchasing?
That was the purchase.
Oh, that I see.
But I can go over here to switch them.
Dude.
Yeah, I unfortunately, I just I can't change his fur and stuff, man. It just
Yeah, I
it feels
definitely can't
wrong.
change his fur. I'll throw some pants on and some suspenders at the most, but I can't change his fur. He doesn't have Donkey Kong no more.
He gets big.
Like there was actually one that like
Is there any black
there was
pants for
one-
him?
I don't think I have them yet.
There was he has like
Yeah, I
there's
don't
like
have
this
'em
bow
yet.
tie one. There's like this bow tie one that gives like some pretty good like stat thing, and I was like, oh, it's for DK. I'm like, I can't change his tie, bro. That's his tie.
You can't change
I'm
his
like,
tie.
I'm like,
Come
bro, that's
on,
DK.
man.
It's literally DK. That's him. That's the only thing that changed him from a monkey to a DK.
But it's Big Kong energy, bro. Look at him.
If you want to
Look at
add
him.
clues that make him look like, Pixel Donkey Kong, stuff that they were doing.
Well, I mean, obviously,
Odyssey.
none of us have beaten the game yet, so we don't know. But the options might be
That
immaculate.
might be a thing. Yeah, that might be a thing.
I appreciate my minecart levels.
This is one I'm looking forward to, the minecart level. I haven't touched one yet, so
I don't know if you played any of the retro sort of style.
I've
levels
played
yet.
like one of them.
I have. I played
So cool.
the country stuff.
One of them,
music.
very much is like, hey, are you an old school Donkey Kong Country fan? Then you'll know where the secret is. And I was like, oh, that's really nice.
That's
Well,
crazy.
it's very
yeah.
cool, yeah.
Oh,
And also
they
the
went
fact
that
that
detailed
like
with
you
it.
can still break the world within that level. For some reason I didn't think you could do that. I don't know why I didn't think you, but like it was just so cool that mechanic was in.
Oh, God.
Like a classic Donkey Kong Country level. It's very cool. I thought I love that.
Does anyone want to talk about the Zelda cast before we get towards the end here? There's not much to report.
Go for it.
Just the Zelda and Link is all I've seen.
They look like good
casting in the movie.
I like that they're relatively unknown and
I love
good.
that.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to put some known people in there, do that with Impa, do that with Ganon. I think Ganon you can put a known actor.
Ganon, to be honest, I don't want to see like people keep saying Jason Momoa. I'm like, I do not want Jason.
No way.
Get the hell out of here.
For that,
Idris Elba.
Wait. TT. I know who can play Impa, bro. Beyonce.
You gotta have an old lady. I want old Impa.
No, I want.
No, what do you mean you want old Impa? What's wrong with you?
I want 40s,
I want like an established, like well-known, like stage actor to do some of these roles. That's the beauty of a lot of these movies, like the fantasy movies that are best of all time stuff, is that they hire like some of the best actors, like stage actors and stuff, for some of these more like maybe not the main characters, but your supporting cast, and that really goes a long way.
Authentic British actors, I love that, because that's what I always seen. I just want to, I want Legend of Zelda to be Lord of the Rings with Zelda. That's what I wanted. I want the movie to be that, it can be.
What I don't want it to be is frickin' Dungeons and Dragons, whatever.
I don't want Dungeons and
Chris
Dragons.
Pine or
I like the movie for what it is, but I don't want that.
I want what it was also. I don't want that for Zelda. No, I don't want that for Zelda.
I don't want that for Zelda. No.
I'm just sick of the quippy.
Take
every serious moment and ruin it with a joke. I can't do that anymore. Like, I'm so over that.
There can't be a love interest story with Link.
And I ain't gonna lie, because I thought for sure they'd probably do some of that. So when I saw he was like 16 and she's 21, I was like, I guess
by the time they start filming,
By the time he'll be only 17.
He's gonna be of age, but
but it
doesn't mean they can't have some kind of attraction for each other.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like, oh.
I mean,
they don't have it in the.
It can be one-sided. It can be him.
They don't make it on the games, folks. So.
Just because she's 21, that doesn't mean that Zelda the character is gonna be 21. She might be 16.
Yeah,
no, but
yeah,
we
that's
know
not how
there's
it
a
works.
21-year-old actor kissing on a 16-year-old.
Yeah, that's
Well, I mean, you don't have to have them kissing, but you could have them.
That's what I said. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Like even people were weirded out even back during Phantom Menace with Natalie Portman and what's his name, the kid. Like
Hayden?
they felt that was weird. No, the little kid. What's his name?
all she did was kiss him on the
I
cheek.
think of his name.
No,
Yeah, but they
Anakin,
just
right?
thought that was
Anakin?
weird. Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
I think
Jake
a cheek
Lloyd.
kiss is fine.
Jake
The
Lloyd.
actual actor's name. I forgot.
Actor Jake Lloyd. Jake Lloyd.
Mhm.
Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd,
So
yeah,
Jake
yeah.
Lloyd and Padme Amidala. That was just it was a little awkward. It was a little weird.
I never thought
But,
twice about that. Like they're
It's a little
just
sexy,
showing.
I know
Like,
it.
I mean,
It's a
how
little sexy,
like
and I know it.
I don't know if you've ever had this experience.
He's into
like,
older chicks.
when you're younger and you have a crush on somebody, and then when you're old enough, they like either make just a small comment about how you've grown up, or like
Yeah. My, how you have grown, Annie.
Mhm. Yeah. Basically that. It's happened to me in real life.
That's wild.
You have no idea.
Natalie Portman.
Well, that
so
was already
beautiful,
when it was Hayden Christensen, right? That was already.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not.
But
that
yeah, I mean,
far
if she was saying
They're
that,
probably
but,
the same
that's
age.
why it's like Jake Lloyd. That's a little weird. It's a little...
Yeah. But I just remember people talking about it. I didn't
Yeah.
feel
Well, because
too
they didn't
whatever
do
about
anything.
it.
There was nothing. I
No.
didn't find that.
But it doesn't seem like they're that far apart in age when they later in the movies. Like literally, looks like she's in 20 and he's a 10-year-old, whatever he's supposed to be. I don't know, 12-year-old boy. And then when he gets recast as Hayden Christensen, they look like they're close to the same age. So
Oh,
I think
they are like the
they
same
are
age.
the same
Yeah.
age. And,
so that kind of defeated. I mean, in my mind, I never thought twice about it, but really, there was a pretty
Oh yeah.
decent
Again, I'm
gap.
just thinking the actor,
I just-
the human being, Jake Lloyd, and like
Yeah,
and Natalie Portman.
I just think today people think more about that stuff than they did then.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
have a makeout
man.
session with the Zeldin Link, but a
That
kiss
would
on
be,
the
yeah, I mean, that
a
would
quick
be,
kiss
I would,
like
I would,
the Leia
I'd be
kiss.
thinking about wait a minute.
Yeah, a kiss on the cheek is fine, but again, today people will freak out about that, man. I just know it. I know it. Oh my god! Now if it was a girl and a guy, if a guy and a girl, go to prison. I just can hear. I can hear the online guy.
What's
I
up
can
with
just hear it right
what's
now.
up with the
It's really
two
totally fine. That would be
attractive
whatever.
adult teachers recently that got caught having sex with like 15-year-old boys? Like,
How is this still happening? It's getting worse. It seems like. It's like
the one I saw,
It's
she's
so
like
easy to get caught doing this stuff.
they were
Why are you
doing it for
this?
months, and it's because her husband cheated on her with her sister or best friend, and she just completely destroyed her. And she told this kid, and they were just doing it. And it's like she was, in my opinion,
You
she
talking
was
about the
really
one-
attractive.
They pulled her over and her husband was in the car with her. That one.
I'm not sure about that part of it. I didn't hear that part of the story.
Okay.
But
And there's so many of them right now
Yeah.
that I'm thinking about a completely
not to
different
be
one than
funny
you
though,
are.
but like he was 15 when it started, and he's 16 now. At least they're keeping his name. He might be 17 now. But
I think he's 17. We're talking about the same person. You just
I
don't, you
mean-
just don't know that part of it.
do you think he wants her to go to jail? I mean, he probably doesn't. I'm sure.
No.
but-
I want her to go to jail.
What a
fuck?
crazy
If we're
situation
talking
to be
about the
in.
same story, she was nuts about him. If we're talking about the same one, she was like
Had to have been. I
really
mean,
clingy and like, I'm gonna leave my husband. I just want his money because I guess the husband's family's rich or whatever. They have like their own businesses.
the one I heard
She
that
was
he
tell- she was
cheated
telling-
on me.
She was telling this little kid this shit. Like, this is crazy.
Well,
That's pretty crazy.
I didn't see. Obviously, they're keeping him hidden. But when I was in junior
well, the
high,
husband's walking to court with her, holding her hand. I'm like, do you know what she's been saying
Mhm.
to a child about you? Like, what are you doing?
You just don't get our love, man.
when I was in junior high,
I feel sorry for your mother. Like, what are you, what are you doing?
there was a kid. His name was Jake. He was the star
Jake Paul?
basketball player, and we were what? What are you in 8th grade? I don't know. Are we
13, max,
14?
like 12 to 13.
No, 8th grade, yeah, like
Grade
13.
13, 14. 14
So
if
we're in
you're,
8th grade.
Winter baby.
He was fully hairy. He was a full man
Oh, yeah.
at 14. Like, And I mean, he was like
physically he was a
man.
man.
I would compare him to what's the dude from 17 again and Beach?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. He was basically Zac Efron at like 14.
Really?
Yeah, but
I
like
want to be Zac
adult
Efron.
Zac Efron. Like, I remember like just
I wish I was Zac.
Hairy ass dude, you know, beard, mustache, hairy leg, like just everything. It was just like,
I had someone in class like that too.
It's like, damn, dude. And he was the star athlete. So, I mean, I'm not saying that this is the same situation or it makes any different, but there's a difference between, you know, what some people look like at 14 and 15 and what others.
No, there is no difference. It's still a 14-year-old.
But like physically, like
the woman is.
If this dude's got pecs, looks like a man, that's to me that's a next step versus somebody who looks like a child, like looks like an actual child.
No, but in the end of the day, the person, the woman knows that that's a 14-year-old boy.
Well, it was 15 to 16, but yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying, to me, it makes it worse when they look like they're like a child. That's like another level for me.
It's just bad in general.
It's still illegal. Don't matter. Still going to jail. Still going to prison.
Don't get me wrong.
Anyway, Zelda cast.
52
Yeah, it's weird. We just got into this whole.
Yeah, I don't know how we got it. We're talking about Zelda and
Zelda.
Link, and we just beat it off.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy that, you know. It's just.
Well, when you're 15, I mean, hey, you know, I'm sure you're not minding.
I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was thrilled about. Maybe he got sick of her though. Maybe she was so clingy. He was like getting sick of her.
Yeah.
But
she was like, she was like emotionally controlling the kid. Like I'm sure it just got too much for his.
He's obviously in whatever. He just doesn't know it yet, but she knows, and she's gonna make sure he remembers.
They got down at her house that she shared with her husband once. The husband came home.
Night. Come on, man.
The husband came home, and he just missed them from one of the. Like, wow, he just missed him. She should have called it off, but she still was like, "Now, come on, now come on over."
You had one close call. I mean, you don't learn your lesson.
She
There's
didn't
a
care.
problem.
She didn't care.
Well, I wonder what he's gonna do.
No, but I mean, look. At the end of the day, it's good that she got caught. I mean, realistically,
right?
That's all that matters. I mean, like at the end of the day, like,
but like the trial.
I mean, look, as well, I remember when I was in 8th grade, there was this very attractive teacher, and if it happened, I would have been.
I would have been all for it, dude.
I would have.
Miss Barley, she had
Miss Kelly, for sure.
Not only was she
like a librarian,
she was like super, super nice to me. Like she was, like it was a tough time for me as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so you were really nice to her, right?
She was very nice.
You were really nice.
You remember?
Fucking gorgeous.
Did you watch Dawson's Creek? That was some inappropriate. Like he was seducing. Yeah. He's like a 15-year-old, the character, and he's seducing his teacher. And
that was.
The actors were all older, but his name was it Percy or something? His character. And that was a whole storyline for like at least 2 seasons, like him and his.
Well, that was juicy right there. I love every episode.
But
I remember there was this 8th grader.
Like, why not me? I would have told no one ever.
It'd be hard to keep that a secret though. You'd be wanting to brag to your friends, like.
Not me. I was too mature for that. I was like,
yeah, you're real mature, weren't you?
I don't need nobody to know. I don't need nobody. I know. We know. Miss Barley, it could have been you.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say in 8th grade there was this super attractive teacher, and she was she ended up we were going to go to like some theme park, and she wasn't going. It was like a water park, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not going." What? And all of a sudden they're like, "Why aren't you going?" And then one of the guys yell out, but he's like, "You should bring your bikini." and she's like, "Thank you. That's why I don't want to go." Whatever, because I guess she knows that all the guys thirst over this woman, and she's like, "Yeah, I ain't doing that shit. You're crazy." And it's like, hey, look, if she somehow approached me, if that came a time, I mean, 14-year-old me would not say that.
Miss Barley she was 80s. She was like 80s. Vanna White fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was gorgeous, and she ended up with the fucking football coach who looked like 2 pillows. I was so mad. He looked like 2 big pillows put together. Like, what the? That's who you chose? You too fine for this dude. He's dumb and stupid and big and stupid. Like, why did you go for him?
We're not going to get off this subject. At work, 12 years ago, this woman, her name was Desiree, and she was close to 40. She was late 30s. Late 30s. She was so focused on looking, not like, she wasn't like high maintenance looking, but every lunch she's in the bathroom flossing, freshening up. If you know, she'd go for like a walk or something, and she'd be in the bathroom like basically sponge bathing herself, make sure she's always clean, always smelled good. And everybody was she was so nice too, like, and she's just a beautiful woman. She told me she had to she had to get off Facebook entirely because everybody she's ever known from high school and stuff were always sending her messages. And finally, after like 2 years of working with her, and I mean, she'd come up, she'd stand right next to you, and I wouldn't say she was a flirt, but she definitely was like rubbing my arm a few times. Like, I'm like, Jesus, you know, but she's just friendly. I don't think she meant anything by it. And Christmas party, her husband shows up, and it was like the dude from Modern Family, like the main dad, the funny guy. Like,
the dude plays Phil.
Yeah, and he looked similar to that, just kind of this goofy guy you would have never guessed. And she's just like, I mean, I wouldn't say she's a 10, but definitely in the 9s. Some people probably give her 10. Just a beautiful, nice woman. And we just couldn't believe it. It was like, that's who she married? Well, good for her, you know, good for him, really. She married, you know, obviously they loved each other, so it don't matter. But I was not expecting some goofy looking dude. And wasn't mad about it, but it was just, we were pretty shocked. Just, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I haven't seen her since she left. It was probably 10 years ago. And
next time you see her, oh yeah, I got divorced, huh?
She did say though that she's the reason I'll never approach a woman at the grocery store, because she was always talking about how she just couldn't. She was just frustrated. She just wanted to go get groceries, no matter where she was in the store. She said somebody was always coming up to her, talking to her, and I'm like, fuck, you know, I can't blame the guy, because he's probably never going to see you again. You see a beautiful woman, and you're like, if I don't say something, I'm probably never going to see this woman again. I should at least take a shot.
Shoot your shot. You got to shoot.
But for her, it sucked because it just happened all the time. So because of that, I've seen some girls, even one I was like, man, I don't know if she's giving me an opening there or not.
You can't come with a lame shot.
No,
with a pretty girl, you know, because they hear it all the time. So you gotta have your A game when you go out.
I don't have an A game, so.
What if I don't get any bitches? If I don't get any bitches, what am I supposed to do, T?
You gotta come to T's school of getting with the ladies. You know,
show me how to get some bitches.
That's like one of the reaction channels I like. She was telling a story about being on the train or subway, whatever it was. Might have been a train, bus, whatever.
I live in a train.
She's like, I don't like going on public transportation because, you know, there's usually guys staring at me and stuff. And I'm like,
there's men there.
You see a beautiful woman and you're like, they're probably contemplating, should I talk to her? Like, maybe they're looking for a ring on your finger. Like, you know, it's to them, again, that's the one, they might have that one shot. Man, that's
one
like
shot.
Perfect one. Like, that's my perfect woman. Like, they're visually anyway. It's like, and you're gonna take a shot, and it's, you know, it sucks for the ones that get hit on all the time, but at the same time,
you can't be. You got to be skilled. You can't be weird and shit.
Yeah, that's what.
What if I'm weird by nature?
You gotta have some skills.
Yeah.
You get stumbling along, all these drooling.
She fine as fuck though. What am I supposed to do?
Well, you gotta act like you've been there before, man.
But I haven't. Hell, I don't get any bitches.
Even if you haven't, that's the trick. Even if you haven't been there before, you gotta play it like you've been there before.
I work with this redheaded kid and his whole life.
I need this tutorial.
The podcast. We'll talk.
I need
this kid, Josh. I knew. All he knew was talking to women since he was a kid, because his dad was just natural. And so he wouldn't miss an opportunity. It's like every time there's any woman around, it doesn't matter if she's hideous or not attractive or whatever. He never turned it off because to him it was all practice. It was just who he was at that point. And he had so many girls lined. It was ridiculous. Like it was just every couple weekends we'd be like, all right, who's on the hook now? Who you talking to now? And he'd show us a photo, and it's like, Jesus, dude.
I just say, a lot of dudes are making it more difficult and making it harder than it is.
Well, you either have.
I can't tell. Listen, I can't tell them I'm Mr. T. I'm lying. I'm not you, man.
You either have it or you don't. I mean, you can learn it, but you
can learn it. You definitely can learn it.
I was raised by my dad always teasing me, embarrassing me in front of every girl any chance he got, and that definitely didn't help me.
And now I don't get any bitches. What the fuck?
He was just nervous and weird.
He would hold me up to the window. Like I saw a cute girl walking by. He'd like pull my pants down and hold me up to the window with my butt.
That was his coping mechanism. That's how he coped being around pretty girls. He didn't know how to do it either.
Yeah.
He
loved to fuck. Like he just loved to embarrass me. It's just who he was.
Well, I'm gonna embarrass somebody else because
maybe he was embarrassed by his dad too.
Yeah.
So just generational trauma at its finest, folks. Don't be like that. Love your kids.
My father and my stepdad were two smooth motherfuckers. So it's
like I told Robert.
Either you gonna figure it out, you ain't getting no bitches. This
if I don't have anything to talk about, like a topic or something in common, I got nothing. Like the girl, my coworker who loves Harry Potter. As soon as I brought up Harry Potter, we've been talking for almost 2 months now, and it's just
that's the problem. Don't talk too much.
No,
listen. You motherfuckers got to listen.
Yeah,
what you saying? I just lied.
Before we had Harry Potter to talk about, barely talked ever. Like.
I got really good at lying on command. It just kind of worked out.
Lie to talk and just be, that's interesting.
That's what I got to work on.
Like I'm interested, Robert. That's what I'll be doing.
Everybody,
it's not.
Oh, wow, is that what you mean? Wow, that's crazy. Your life is so interesting. I'm so engaged. So what's your number?
Well,
here's the thing though. If they like say something and you're like, oh shit, that's something I know. Like I can talk about that. Like it's hard for me to like resist the temptation to like. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That because this happened to me. Like I get excited because when you have something, even if it's just anybody, even any conversation,
don't embarrass yourself.
But see, for me, it's not all like BS. Like I am genuinely interested in a lot of stuff that women are interested in. Like one of my favorite TV shows was Sex and the City back in the day. I love that show, and so I could talk with girls about that all the time. I love Jewel. Like that was one of my favorite artists back then, and girls love the fact that I love Jewel. Right. She was... Like I had her book of poetry and shit, and girls splash. Like they come to the crib and they saw that splash. So you just gotta focus on the stuff that women like.
I haven't checked the chat here.
Hey, yo, is that poetry? Done. Take your pants off. Why your pants on? And you talking about reading poetry?
Oh my God, love rom-coms. That's what you got to
take your clothes off.
They don't really do that too much today. So
you don't know rom-coms? Take your clothes off. Let's go.
That used to be like the go-to date. Like date, would go to a rom-com. People used to go on dates to movies to like.
What you got on Paramount
romantic comedies.
Me and my wife went to we went and saw 27 Dresses.
Only had Paramount Plus. I was like,
movie is trash, but I knew that's what women like to watch.
I remember going to see all the romantic Matthew McConaughey romantic comedies with a group of girlfriends we had. We weren't like dating, but we were just we had a group of friends, and there'd be two or three girls and two or three guys, and we'd go to the movies together. And that stuff don't happen. I don't feel like people just go to the movies unless it's like a big event movie anymore. I think that's since COVID, and it's definitely. But it started with the MCU.
But like groups of friends and stuff, they don't go to.
Couples definitely do, but
yeah.
And Robert.
Nowadays, they don't even won't even put it in a romantic comedy.
The Gamer Dating Advice Podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll wrap this up. Charles played Donkey Kong the entire time.
I thought it
Hey,
was.
we got some good footage.
I was making
Good
sure the
footage.
gaming was. I was making sure the
Spoiling
gaming was
all
consistent.
this other stuff I haven't seen yet. It's fine.
I mean, this is literally just the
Well,
next
my thing
area.
is, this was in the trailer. This is why I'm like,
It is in the trailer. Hold on, can we?
Trailer.
It's not the world to me. I don't count seeing the world as a spoiler unless there's a really cool world later
really?
on.
I unfortunately just the
But
designs.
seeing everything
I'm like,
he's doing,
I
like
want to see
all
a
the
brand new
moons.
design that I haven't seen.
Oh my bad. I apologize.
No,
It took a while for the first.
It has N64 resolution right now, so like it ain't gonna be the same when I'm actually playing it. So
See, I don't think I
Exactly.
could
Look, Lagoon Lair.
unwatch.
Oh, wait,
Wait,
never
what?
mind.
What happened?
I
No, no.
don't
Wait,
know.
can you ever get to the?
How do
Can
I
you ever get to
unwatch?
the
Oh, that's
co-op?
because you're not sharing your screen. That's just your camera.
That's just my camera. I got my camera on this whole time. Yo, come on.
I even love those little drawings between like the little loading screens.
They don't happen very long.
Yeah.
They're loading so fast, you
There's
don't
so
even
much-
get to look at them.
So much character.
Yeah, man. Those
But-
those express SD cards, man.
Very cool.
Fucking
I love
immaculate.
those eels. Very cool. I like them.
Wait, you digital?
Very, very funny.
No, how about this physical?
Oh, okay.
And he got
Hey.
the amiibo.
I went to Walmart because I thought they did such a good job with the Switch 2 launch. I was like, I'll give them my business.
Good job at launching this console.
I think
Walmart.
honestly, the thing is,
Give me
every
your
single
shit.
company did good with the.
Well, they
Switch
gave you
launch, I feel.
they gave people the
Oh, that's right.
the
They get
extra
Yeah,
stuff.
the chips and stuff. Yeah,
they delivered
That's
it
right.
by like 6 a.m. Like
it was
That is
really
true.
good service.
That
I
is
will give them
really
credit.
good.
I will
is
tell
true.
you though,
That
they
is-
completely redesigned mine. The gaming sections. It used to be a whole wall, and now they each have their own like little area for games. Like it's just sad to see, but it is the way
fall of
it's
gaming.
going.
Look
But-
at that dude.
And
Ah.
can we finally? Well, it's not gonna happen. Well, I want to say around 2010 that the hate started for Donkey Kong 64. The retro reactive YouTubers started talking shit about DK64, a game that sold 5.5 million copies, by the way.
Who was the first one I saw like really
That was
show?
complete trash and shit.
It's still tied with this as the highest rated Donkey Kong game.
Yeah. And it had really good score. It wasn't like it was poorly scored. Like all this, I don't know how to other way to put it, other than like retro
Rewrite
revisionist history. Yeah,
Yeah,
revisionist history.
revisionist
on-
I'll just say, as soon as I saw that
Yeah.
Rareware logo, I was
Like
less
it
interested.
definitely has problems, but for 1999 for a 3D platform, that shit was amazing.
Plus, I was
bro. The
playing
lighting in that
Dreamcast.
game, amazing. Oh yeah, Dreamcast as well, obviously. But yeah, the mechanic, like if you were to remake the game, and then they probably never will, but if you were to remake it, I would fix
I don't know,
like
man.
having
they
to go to
probably
a
will one day.
barrel, having to go to a barrel and shit, find a barrel every time you wanted to change Kongs. Like I probably wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't like have special bananas and shit. Like everybody had they can only get certain color banana. That kind of shit was kind of insane. Certain
sure.
color bananas and certain color, like the weapons and all that stuff. I thought that was cool. That should stay. But when it came to like collecting bananas, and you have to have blue bananas for fucking Lanky Kong and all the kind of weird shit, like that was insane. Get rid of that. But the game is still highly playable. The graphics were, again, they don't impress you as much today. But I thought the graphics in that game were insane. And the people that there was a myth for a long time that they had to put the expansion pack in the last minute to fix a game-breaking bug. That is a complete myth. Because if you played the goddamn game, it needs the expansion pack for the lighting system alone in that game. For Donkey Kong 64, like the graphics, the base model in 64 couldn't handle what the lighting was doing in DK64. So I don't know what became a rumor that game requires an expansion pack, but it requires it because it looks beautiful. It's gorgeous for the N64.
I played
But,
very little of it. I have to, one day I'll play the full game, but I played very little of it. Probably like the first. I mean, literally like the first few things.
Donkey Kong, the character himself feels very heavy. I appreciated that for the time because it's like, yeah, he's Donkey Kong. He feels heavy when you jump. He's a little floaty though, so kind of beware of that. But they wanted to do a lot more, like the boss battles. They kind of repeat a couple of them because it just ran out of time making that game. But great game. I still think it's great. I think everybody, if you're a DK fan, you should definitely play it and beat it. I wouldn't 100% it. That's one thing I wouldn't do is try to 100% it because there is like 3,800 something collectibles literally in the game. Like the Guinness, it has like the Guinness Book of World Records record for collectibles in a video game. So I wouldn't try to 100% it. That's insane. But it is a very fun game, and the DK rap is iconic. You know,
it's even in this game. Well, it's like in everything that DK's in.
Well, it was funny because when that game came out, apparently, I didn't know, but apparently a lot of people shitted on the DK rap. Like there was a whole thing about it. Like people made fun of it, and like I think Grant Kirkhope was the one who actually performed it, and he was like so confused by that. He was like, well, it's a joke. I'm not trying to actually be a rapper here. This is meant to be a joke.
That's all I've ever thought it was kind of something to laugh at.
That's why I was confused. It's a silly song.
Yeah. He wasn't trying to like spit bars.
Yeah.
he was trying to be silly, and that's what it was. Yeah. So I never understood that critique of the DK rap.
It's so even he was embarrassed for a while.
Movie. Yeah. Well, he said for a while. Yeah, it's in there. He said for a while he was embarrassed by it. But then, like, all of a sudden, like, his sons get teen years, and he was like, Dad, that's you. That's awesome. We love it. You know, people didn't like this. This is great. And so
people
got
love
a new
it now,
light.
that's for sure.
People came around. Everybody loves it now. But apparently, I missed it, but people didn't like it back then.
Seeing some of the later sections in Country 2, though, has me wonder what the hell was Rare thinking, like, that spider transformation where you have to shoot webs and avoid the bees, and then the webs disappear after a short time. I was like, I never got that far. I was like, that looks like some trash, like unfair difficulty stuff. Man. I know, like, the game, I mean, it's notorious for how hard it is. I don't know what they were thinking, to be honest, because I didn't think the first game was challenging at all, really. I got through that in a couple hours first night I had it.
What, DKC 1?
Yeah. And me and my buddies, we had no issue. We blew through that game like it was nothing.
Really?
I was like, wow.
One more, I don't know if you guys know, but one more story I love about DK64, we're on DK, is they were previewing it to Miyamoto one day. And like, you know, you're playing through it or whatever. Miyamoto's enjoying it. They get to a section where like you have to use a gun to shoot. And they pull out, DK pulls out like a shotgun, like a literal, like realistic shotgun, and Miyamoto was like and so he took a piece of paper and he started drawing on a piece of paper, Miyamoto, just quietly, you know, and he gave it to one of the developers, and it was like the coconut gun. He's like, this is what you need. No realistic looking guns.
Jesus Christ.
Miyamoto is that dude, bro. Like he didn't even like say anything. He just kind of sat there and drew it. It was like, here, this is what you do.
Well, that's how it is. Like apparently, like, you know, with Donkey Kong Country Returns with Retro, he's just like, it would be nice if you could blow. He's like, what do you mean? It's like if you blow with the wind, like you wind, you blow. If DK could blow with the wind, it'd be like that would be very fun. And they're like, okay, sure. And that's how they got the collectibles and stuff. So you blow and it reveal the collectibles.
Yeah.
And like, hey, it actually works out that way. You know?
Yeah.
Miyamoto finds very specific
that intuitive about all this stuff. Like again, Jet Force Gemini. They had like these chibi looking characters, and Miyamoto was like, oh, you need to age them up. They look too childlike, and that's why we got, you know, more mature looking characters in Jet Force Gemini, where Vela's walking around in a fucking mini skirt instead of looking like a little girl. Miyamoto, he's very intuitive to that kind of stuff.
It's crazy because he doesn't even like program or anything. He just
he was an artist.
Like he just knows.
He started off as an artist with doodling, you know, like be able to come from that to what he does now, like what he's done. Crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
Pretty crazy, definitely. And there's some good like trivia thing that he's given developers at a job. I always find it fascinating, like what he inputs. Like even with Bananza, like, you know, everyone's always kept saying, "Oh, well, it's like the design is like the DK movie," but it's like no, this actually was from. They got the DK movie from Bonanza. Like this was the design before it came out in the movie. They were talking about that. They brought up that in the interview, and it was like, and they had they approached Miyamoto. How would you want to to design this new DK and all that stuff, and it was also like and it's supposedly he the way he was uh playing DK Bonanza was just smashing everything, just and he's like, oh, this is fun. Okay, I understand. This is some good stuff, and I always love hearing how he inputs into these, especially more modern games, because he's not that really into it anymore. He's not. So I like hearing what does he do, what's his inputs in terms of the modern games. I think it's super interesting.
All right, we better wrap this up.
Yeah, I like video games. I like video games a lot.
I think one thing I love about our podcast is that we like sit and actually talk about video games. We don't talk about like politics.
Other than we talk about the
but we don't
teachers
sit here and
dating
talk about...
or screwing their underage students.
Oh yeah,
that's not that's not usual.
We throw it in every 10 years or so, but
sometimes I feel bad about not addressing like some tragedies like the floods in Texas and stuff. Every once in a while, I was like, man, I kind of feel bad for just completely ignoring.
But that's not what listen.
Well, listen, we know there's people probably that have been affected that maybe listen to the podcast.
No, listen. Death affects everyone every day. Some people come to podcasts to get away from that shit.
Yeah,
it'd be different if our podcast was about like recent events or something, but it's not.
Yeah, I mean, we did bring up Theo. I brought him up, Theo, so that's more serious stuff, to sad stuff. But I think like Terrell was saying, like video games is the escape. Like we deal with a lot of that shit in our regular lives, and that's what video games is.
I'm trying to get the fuck out, man.
Get us out of that stuff, right? So we don't want to mire our podcast down too much. Stuff. We acknowledge it. We know what's happening. We know what the world's, what's going on in the world.
We're all going down.
My work buddies, Linus was at it again. They're talking about some loss. Some kid got his house busted into because he was pirating games or something, emulating games. I don't know what he was doing. And
I heard about that.
Some legal thing out of related to Italy. I want to say it was.
Okay. You talking about the guy that wasn't it? He or you talking about the YouTuber that was reviewing the and he got like
all I heard was
like a retro.
They busted into his house. He's facing up to 3 years in jail, and the accuser doesn't have to be revealed until the trial. And they're like, oh, of course it's going to be Nintendo. That's what Linus was saying, and that's what the guy repeated because he's a parrot of what Linus says. I'm like, they don't even have anything in Italy. Nintendo doesn't even have a freaking studio.
And also, Nintendo is upfront when it comes to lawsuits. Like they
hide. They're not gonna hide. They'll tell you right away. It's me, but
they talk about that one dude, whatever his name's, something Bowser. He's like Gary Bowser. He's like, yo, we taking this man down as an individual. And they had it up front.
They got one dude like paying piece of his check for the rest of his life. Basically, he'll never pay off.
I'll never be free.
And it's like
for the life.
It's like, oh, no other corporations sue people or do stuff to protect their brand. Like it just annoys me, and I don't know if he just brings it up now because he knows.
That doesn't mean it's wrong to do it. Like I think Nintendo can sometimes be a little bit much. I think. But that guy, they were doing some fuck shit. Like they were doing some stupid, like using Nintendo characters and like that. I don't have a whole lot of sympathy for you. I feel bad that you got to deal with that, but you're stupid for doing what you were doing. Like that's beyond like.
He was reviewing a system that had pirated ROMs. I mean, it's in Italy, so whatever they're.
You're selling their stuff like online.
If that's illegal in Italy, then you can't do it. I mean. What else is there to say? Like you're going to jail. It's not Nintendo's. I guess somebody reported. It could have been anybody. It could have been this guy. Somebody knew the law. Said this guy's reporting this, reviewing this product. But I mean, if he's reviewing it, that's a little.
No, but that's the thing. That's the thing is the weird thing is that's not the weird thing. It's literally it was. That's why I don't.
Maybe the company who made it or
Italy or whatever. But he's reviewing a product of that like one of those things that we could just buy anywhere on Amazon. Those little retro ROM handheld stuff.
PlayStation boxes. Yeah.
And for some reason he's getting like potential jail time and stuff for that. And I think there's definitely more to it. I forget exactly.
But if it's
like,
illegal,
it's weird.
It's illegal. I mean, if they don't want people promoting or reviewing stuff has copyrighted shit on it, I mean.
But see, that's the thing. You won't see that in the U.S. You could do that. You could do that in the U.S. It don't matter.
That's jail time. I don't think that.
No,
to me,
that's probably the maximum.
That's a little much.
Probably...
You can find somebody doing that, like what to go to jail for that. Like it's not like you're just if you're distributing it, yeah, that's one thing.
I would say,
but if you're just reviewing a product, that's a little.
I wouldn't say go to jail, but I mean, so some people like just bringing weed into certain countries can get you thrown in jail for.
Well, that's pretty big. You're transporting drugs internationally.
Well, yeah, I mean, like a joint.
I mean, if it's legal in I don't care if it's legal in your country. You should.
Well, I'll say this: that when you look up, so it's like it's supposedly it's because they feel the Italian authorities feel that he's advertising this product.
Well, basically,
when he's just reviewing it.
That's what reviewers do.
Technically, yes, but if he's not getting paid for it, if you're getting paid for it,
I don't know if he's getting paid.
Okay, yeah, that would be that to me. That would definitely be the difference.
But if I'm just some guy, I bought this thing, I want to review it for my channel. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid.
And it's a law that not a lot of people know about. That would be another.
I'll see right now. He claims that he only reviewed the hardware and that no manufacturer sponsored his video. He even went further, refrained from adding affiliate links to his content. So literally, he just made a review on it.
It'd be like that. That player I just made that video on. That's a Chinese product, Zidu, and now it doesn't have anything. It doesn't come with anything illegal, but a lot of people download torrents of movies to their server and they play it through that device. That's a very common practice.
It's way easier to do that than rip your own shit.
So
what people are gonna do.
And I'm gonna have to do it for the Fifth Element because the disc it just won't rip the disc. It just won't do it. So
you're under arrest.
I have it physically, and it just can't get it to work in my drive. And I'm not gonna buy another drive. They're not cheap, and so I might have to get that one from somebody. But
somebody.
I could see that if you're just completely oblivious, you didn't think you were doing anything wrong, and you just review the product and they bust in your house.
Especially if it's a first offense, like, come on.
Yeah.
You're not doing it maliciously.
Again, Linus, who has 10,000 live viewers, and it's probably Nintendo, so you know how many people are going to take that and think that's turns into fact.
They're gonna run with it.
It's gonna be Nintendo by the end.
I bet you if I check that channel out, I subscribed from the NPC channel, whatever her name is. She's probably gonna be talking about it in the next video. Nintendo's getting this kid thrown in jail for reviewing a product. Like I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, what's the next Switch 2 game? Do we know?
The next one is Dragon's Drive in August next month.
Dragon's Drive.
That's right.
So what's the next Switch 2 game?
You also have the Mario Party
Jamboree.
That's this week, I think. That's the 24th. No, it's 24th. I thought July 24th is which I thought was kind of weird.
Right, yeah. And then next month is the Kirby.
So you think?
Also, side note, there is a Pokemon Presents tomorrow. So
that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. What do you think that's gonna be? It can't just be ZA.
It's probably gonna be some of the mobile stuff, and maybe one new announcement. But I'm expecting it to be like a side game because next year
a CGI trailer for the next generation.
I think they're gonna tease the next gen.
Why? Because next year is the 30th anniversary. So if they're gonna do it,
they're gonna tease it next, just like they teased ZA with just some green outline.
Well, ZA is different than teasing like a mainline game. Mainline game.
Yeah, but I remember they've teased mainline games where they've shown no gameplay or whatever. Or that's not true.
Why would they have this? Do they always do one right at this time? I thought they always did one to February.
Yeah, they do. They do. February is the main day because it's Pokemon Day, but they also will do them in the year. But it's usually only like one or two more extra.
I realistically, if there's generally no Gen 10 or whatever, you don't think there'll be a remake of some game?
No, if any, it'll be a side game. That's what I'm expecting. Maybe a side game. The only two games that they haven't,
New Pokemon Snap?
No, it'd probably be like. Well, so here's the issue. The only two games that they've announced that aren't out yet is ZA, and then there's a game called Pokemon Champions, which is essentially that's the competitive Pokemon thing. Like you're allowed to. It's kind of like if anyone knows what Showdown is, it's supposed to be like their official version of Showdown. Showdown is technically.
It's definitely going to be. They're going to.
I'm saying they're teasing the. They're gonna tease the next mainline.
They showed
Pokemon.
a picture. They did show a picture of Pikachu with the DJ booth. So a lot of people think it's maybe a Pokemon music player app in the similar vein to.
I would like a Pokemon rhythm game.
Well, people are thinking in that vein. We just don't know specifics.
Hey, if they did a rhythm game,
you think they would announce Pokemon Coliseum or something for?
I would crash out. GameCube. I'm gonna tell you right now, I would crash out. Well, no, for GameCube, no, for GameCube, it's already confirmed.
Yeah,
I know it is. It's confirmed. We just don't know when. But like, in terms of console games, in console games, in terms of games that unless they're gonna bring back Mystery Dungeon or fucking Ranger or Troze or Conquest, there's a bunch of side stuff they could touch. But I don't know they're going to.
What about a direct in general? I mean, I said it wasn't coming until after Donkey Kong, and now.
Either this week or next week is the rumor.
I believe it.
Bro, it's been every week.
It's going to be September. I'm saying it right now. I've been saying it for a while. September.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's only 2 months. But...
The prognosticators are saying
we're almost done with July.
So
we only got like another week in July.
If it came next week, maybe they right. You gotta give them their flowers, son.
I'm about to get
I don't know.
I'm about to go. You motherfucking had it. You and that's it, T. I don't know what the fuck you eating, but in some minute, nah, put it in. Fuck it. We're done, Juice.
All right, we'll get out of here. We'll see you next week to talk about the Nintendo Direct that's coming out on Thursday.
Yep.
And then
Pokemon 2.
So we'll see you guys next time.